streaming. Okay, I'm going live. Don't say fuck or bugger. Right. Oh, right.
Probably just easier if I go into the stream, isn't it?
I got disconnected.
I can't be here and be in the chat if I'm no good at
Shall I start
multitasking.
with Pink Floyd just to dab on Phil?
Who?
Probably it has just put a YouTube out.
There we go. I'll put it in doodling pad.
That's what I'm moving.
You two fucking... Stop getting Hobbit playing jump in, jump out.
What's going on?
You jumped out, Top Cat joined in. Top Cat jumped out, you joined.
Oh, so is that what happened? He must have disconnected me. Let's just pay attention, see if that happens again. Okay, let's do it. Yep. Oh, game rules. Disable... No time limit. And, yep, that's all fine. Okay. Start work. Oh, I should probably disable the crypto miner so I can get some decent frame rate.
Yeah, I believe you about the weather manipulation, Hobbit.
It's not right.
That hail sun in the space of 10 minutes was, wow, it didn't seem natural.
It doesn't feel that... Oh, because I said to my mum, I said, you're older than me, what with her being my mum and all. And I said, have you ever seen this before? And she said, yeah, about 10 years ago, I saw it in this place where I used to live. And so I even took the photographs of it. I said, what, in the middle of April? And she said, yeah. I said, do you remember it any other time after then? And she said, no, not really.
It's kind of strange.
It doesn't feel right that you get...
I know it can rain, obviously you got loads of like rainstorms in Spain and all that shit, but snow and hail.
Oh, if anybody's watching this and it's like, what the hell are you doing, Hobbit? This is a game called Viscera Cleanup Detail. It's a tidying up simulator, so it's the stuff you'd expect to see after like an FPS battle, and you just got to clean it all up, put it into buckets, and get your mop, and pick up the giblets, stick them in buckets. There we go.
He's got a Janny. He's a Janny.
Yes, it was all... It wasn't... Hemmy wasn't doxed, it was all staged. Hemmy was a fed all along. This Levantine... my resident rabbi's in the chat again. So...
oh, is he?
Yeah.
I thought that was John Turley.
Well...
only simply because he has lots of accounts, and I thought, oh, it's probably him playing around.
As far as I know, everybody I interact with on the YouTube these days is an alternate account of Mr. Turley's. So.
Yeah, has he left our Telegram?
Has he? Well, he's probably got another 37 accounts on it. Oh, if you're wondering, Lizard, this is a new... Well, it's new to you, but not to us. This is Daisy. She's been in the chat numerous times, and
oh no, I'm not on there, am I?
Oh dear. No, of course, it's all right. There's only, what, including myself, 2 people watching this stream of me tidying up. I'm literally playing the tidying up simulator. Right, stick that... Oh dear, I'm tracking muck all over the place now. I better get some buckets of water.
Come on, Daisy, you're the 37 queen. We need a monarchy image.
Yeah, we can't just have men only. That's gay.
Bob and Virgin.
Wait, is that the nearest available bucket dispenser? Oh, looks like... Yep. Right, get a bucket. And a bucket. Oh, that's good. So far, it's given me just... Oh no, I dropped that one. Oh well. Off you go into the furnace. Actually, these are pretty close. I'll put them in there and all. I can't imagine myself as a kid when it's like, what sort of games are available? It's like, well, imagine one where you don't get to do any of the shooting, but you're just like the caretaker afterwards, and you got to go and clean things. Well, that doesn't.
You're a crime scene cleaner thing.
No, it's Viscera cleanup detail. So some sort of battle has taken place in this facility, and they're saying, well, the scientists are coming back to work, so before they do, could you clean the place up? Otherwise, they'll be a bit distressed with all the red claret that's around. Hobbit, is your ideology Goldman Sachs, IC3, LGBTZ banking?
ICP.
I don't have an ideology. This is the... It was like, oh, if you don't have an ideology, it just means you're fascist. It's like, well, okay, I read about fascism and I thought some of this seems to make sense. I mean, oh, but that's the other thing. It's like, oh, you're autistic. You just want order. That's why you like fascism. It's like, so... Oh, yes. So you're telling me like chaos is a better alternative to order?
Yes.
So I don't like it seems very binary, this, and aren't we all supposed to be celebrating non-binary stuff these days? God, even my gloves are getting covered in strawberry jam now.
That sounds odd.
Are you watching the stream? Can I stick him in the bucket? Will that work? I can pick the bucket up, but how do I wash my hands? That doesn't wash my hands. Can I tip the bucket over myself? No, that doesn't work. Ah, so Friffle's asking who doxed Hemmy, and the answer is ENA. So, ENA, why did you dox Hemmy, and how did you do it?
Simple, really.
You just couldn't cope with this shit audio anymore, and you said, Hemmy, if you don't get your audio fixed, I will release the doxes.
Well, he was on my stream yesterday, and he had such cold takes, colder than Greece. I was like, ah.
Grease ring piece.
I thought I'd dox him, you know.
Yeah.
Why not?
You know I'm here listening, I'm just muted, don't you?
That's it. And he's here, and it's like, and so you even doxed him to his face. Why don't you stab him in the back?
Hold on, I've got to go live. I'm gonna dab on Phil.
I doxed you in the face, mate.
Hexagonal buckets, what has the world come to? I know, it's ridiculous, right? Why can't you just have round...
when the stream is finished.
Alright, Daisy.
Right, let's bring this bucket of giblets over. What have I...
I don't know.
Music's over, let's turn them back up.
Why have the... Are you scared of Pink Floyd as well, Phil? Hobbit.
Pink Floyd is something, it's armour piercing, it is.
Let's have a look. Nope, I haven't noticed.
Right.
The big bots are... So I'm under the radar.
Yeah.
See, all you got to do, you should just go... did you not file the V35 straight form?
Well, that's it. You got to have your Fed posting license, and the thing is, people think Fed posting means that you can do legally actionable, credible threats against public figures. No, Fed posting just means that you can play copyrighted content on your YouTube stream. That's what a fed post truly is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, I just knocked the bucket over.
You just kicked the bucket.
Yeah, I'm playing Tidy Up Simulator.
Skuggy, did you see I put a story in for you?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh no, what is it?
I think that's an accurate representation of you in it, Skuggy.
Oh, what is it?
In potential stories. Yeah. I'll show it in a bit.
Squirrel with massive balls.
Squirrel with fucking great big testicles.
You mean a squirrel with normal-sized testicles?
No, it's a squirrel with human-sized testicles.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. It's like I've seen squirrels with big balls like that before. I think I'm not sure why, but I always thought myself if I was going to be reincarnated, getting reincarnated as a squirrel seems like not a bad deal. Actually, getting reincarnated as a pig is probably pretty good as well. Their orgasm lasts up to 20 minutes.
It's Phil coming back because he was going to help me do the Tuller. We'll go through the Tuller stuff. Shall I put the squirrel with the nuts?
What
on
you mean? There's going to be
we cover this story now?
There's going to be 2 doxes this week, not just Hemmy, but the Ayatollah. Your good friend, the Ayatollah.
Yeah, that was a good idea, Tuller. I'm full Arab instead of half Arab. After April Fool.
This sounds like George when he's like, I'm only 10% Jew. And it's like, joke's on you, I'm actually 100%.
Yeah.
Damn it, fooled again.
Yeah. It's like, haha, April Fools, but this is February.
So
There's been a real
Skuggy Squidge sighting. Ripped squirrel with 6-pack goes viral, but eagle-eyed viewers stunned to spot an even bigger bulge. Picture of a ripped squirrel with a 6-pack that went viral after some eagle-eyed viewers stunned when they spotted an even bigger bulge. Sarah Lesenhuber, okay, suspicious surname, managed to capture a picture of the bulky critter outside her apartment in Missouri, USA last week. Apparently that's how you say Missouri, you have to call it Missouri.
Fuck those people.
There's Skuggy Squidge in his
Absolute
natural habitat.
Skuggy, you've been taking tips from Charlie Big Potatoes, mate. That's your fitness. You should post physique.
You can go in Fashion's Fitness now and post physique, Skug.
Oh, mate. Think I will.
I saw him out walking my dog. Did a double take, then doubled over laughing. I wasn't sure if I should post it anywhere, but my grade school sense of humour got the better of me. Don't know what that is. That's young talk. Sarah later shared the image on Facebook, where the post has attracted more than 4,000 likes and 800 comments. But it's hardly viral, is it? His nuts are bigger than his head. One person commented. Another one joked, wow, he's got quite the stockpile of nuts for the winner.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, in Thailand, the monkey known as Godzilla has gone viral after it grew to the huge size of 17.2 kilograms.
Oh, speaking of which, have you seen Kong vs. Godzilla?
No, not yet.
It's pretty good.
Shit.
No, it's good. It's fun.
I need to do an edit where they cut out the fucking human bollocks. Apparently that's really shit, isn't it?
Let me
Yeah,
give
it
you
is.
About a deaf girl that can speak to him or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty gay.
I'm guessing fucking Kong 1 or something.
No, I'm not telling you what's going to happen.
Spoil it for us.
Okay, Godzilla
Team up
kicked.
together and fight even bigger jaws.
So what happens is like Godzilla's kicking the shit out of Kong because everyone knows that Coon's no good as the Chinky. But then Mechagodzilla comes on, and then like Kong and Godzilla have to team up to defeat Mechagodzilla. So that's that. And that's why Godzilla. I mean, because otherwise Godzilla would just like.
You gotta call him Gojira.
And that's why Gojira would have bitten his head off and be like,
Is my audio bad?
"Yeah, your audio's fucking shit."
Thanks, fuckface.
Yeah, I know. I love you too, cunt.
Hold on. Where's me? I fucking hate Discord. It's fucking garb.
Not saying anything. It's like someone saying, I hate my Nissan Micra. It's a shit Nissan. I hate Nissan Micro. It's like, yeah, but that's because your one's a category D write-off. No, it's just Nissan Micro. All Nissan Micros are shit. It's like, well, be that as it may, but your one's broken. If you had like a working Nissan Micro, then it would be alright. Oh, he's not here to refute me, so I'm gonna withdraw. I'm gonna withhold my opinions, which are incorrect and fallacious. Fallacious. Let's clean up after myself, otherwise I'm gonna just be treading in strawberry jam everywhere. Well, so in the meantime, what else is it? This is Cozy6 watching. I post a link in the TG chat for you, Hob. Thank you, yeah. Simulcasting JDLE because emergency broadcasters Hemmy got doxed. And I think it's a conspiracy just to detract from the fact that Ayatollah doxed himself.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, that's the... I hope I haven't stolen his thunder, but we shall see. Just... I think Hemmy at one point told me that his version of Windows 10 has been through like 4 different motherboards and 3 different like completely different computers, and it's like you know you can reinstall Windows. It's like, yeah, but I don't want to. All right, fair enough.
Pick a sort on your own size.
Hemmy, are you there?
But Hemmy is someone my own size.
Fat bastard.
I think the docs
What are
already
you
got
saying
to-
about me? Look at that! Someone strews strawberry jam all over the wall.
Decided this. The web app's decided it's not working. Is that any better?
Ah,
No, that's
crap
fucking
then, mate.
shit.
That's it. I'll pack the show up then. We're all done.
All right.
Cyberhead.
See,
The web app won't let me sign in on it. I can't sign in on the web app.
We can rebuild it. We have the technology.
it's too bad you can only install Windows 10 once. Oh, you can always go back to Windows 7. That's pretty good. I like Windows 7.
Windows 7 more like Windows gay.
Well, I stopped using it the other day because I can't run my crypto miner on it, and they're saying that, nah, you've got to have, what's it called? You've got to have Windows 10 in order to run the miner, so I thought, alright, okay. Which is nice, because it means for the first time in my life I've bought a graphics card, and it'll eventually pay for itself.
Hey.
me.
So yeah, I mean, look at that. Hemmy's not even going to host his own show because he's got doxed.
Well, it's half right. I guess JDLE is fucking cancelled.
Yeah. So in the meantime, it's just like you could. Now this game has that's Hemmy. Well, that noise was coming from Hemmy's thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It won't let me. It won't let me sign into the web version.
That's gay.
Yeah.
So
It's being an utter gimp.
does that mean you'll have to bite the bullet at some point and reinstall Windows?
No, that means you'll have to bite the bullet and fucking cope with how I'm talking to you.
My mate rung me up today. He said, I've got a new phone number, that's why you haven't been able to get in touch with me. I've changed my SIM as well. So he's got new landline, new mobile, and he rang me up today. He says, oh, I like that show you did on Sunday. That was getting political towards the end. That was good. It's like, I like your mates. They're just like me, aren't they? And I said, yeah. Actually, they are just... Oh, you were giving that bird some stick, weren't you, about the kielbasa Polish sausage and all that? And he was just laughing about it. He thought, oh, poor old Flossie, she does get a fair bit of stick. Why are we so mean to women? Why are we such misogynies?
Yeah. John Kelly said I sound fine. I sound fine up on the stream. Like, yeah, it's the voice meter doesn't like. Voice meter gets called a fell out.
There we go. So if you were fine on the stream, but it's garbage on Discord, then
Yeah.
you could always... Because the thing is, though, on my stream, they're hearing my Discord audio, so it sounds like garbage on my end. But, hey, guys, if you don't want to... I tell you what, you could always mute this, and then you can go and watch JDLE, and then you can have me playing. If you want to watch me tidying up this corridor whilst listening to Hemmy and whatever he's going to say, maybe that would work.
Just listen to the Radio 1 stream, don't listen to the Radio 5 dead stream.
Yeah, listen to the Radio 5 live. Because due to technical issues, I forgot. Oh, bollocks, I've kicked the bucket. Oh, no.
Oh, R.I.P.
No, I've spilt strawberry jam. Oh, God, I picked up some sausage, and now it's spreading.
It's actually better. I've tried restarting the audio engine, sometimes that works.
A little bit better. It's still garbled, but not as garbled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah. I'm pleased to say I've got voice meter running on.
I've actually ordered a new chip, so I'm not together a second computer. So
I've bought not bought. I've got voice meter running on my computer, and I've got VCV rack, and they're not conflicting one another, and Discord's still running fine. So fingers crossed it will remain like that.
It happened after I installed the drivers for that fucking Nvidia.
I think straw broke the camel's back, honestly. It's like, my mate called me up today and he said, oh, hey, my computer's not displaying anything. It's like, is that the one I built you, or is that the one you bought? Oh, it's the one I bought. Is it in warranty? Yeah. Okay, ring them up.
What John McNamara wants to know is the Tolodox to distract from Jerry Nadler shitting his pants?
No, the Tolodox is to distract from the Hemmy dox. It's fucking snowing again. It's April. It's supposed to be spring, and it's snowing. What the fuck?
Snow around us, children playing.
English weather is about as reliable as Boris Johnson when he says when the lockdown's going to end. Ah, did you like that? I made a political joke.
Hey.
Thatcher, am I right?
Hey, Thatcher. She was mean.
Thatcher, what a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to stop distracting from Jerry Nadler, so I'm gonna have to play this now.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun.
One.
I'm sharing it live so you boys can see it.
He done did a poo in his pants. Someone will have to clean that up. Oh,
Nancy Pelosi will, because she's a boy.
Yeah, she'll do it. No problems. She'll even pay for the privilege. Hey, you know what Jerry Nadler's shitting himself from Publix to distract from? Did you hear the one? There was this judge in America, and like she was sitting on the court, and then she shit herself during the middle of the court proceedings, and then she said.
I'll play that again for the viewing audience because this is the quality clip, and the people must know about this.
I'll see if I can find the news story about the judge that shit herself, and then said, "I think somebody should clean that up." Somebody being not her. It's just the fucking sense of entitlement. She's a fat cunt as well.
I do want to do on a show. You know, the ones where the people, glitches.
My rabbi in the chat, he's saying I could do a better job cleaning that corridor than you. And it's like, yeah, but you wouldn't because you don't work on the Shabbos.
Phil's here. You ready for the hot and heavy danger zone? Take me to the danger zone. Phil.
To
Get to the danger zone. That's what you can hear when I'm talking about the danger zone.
You know, considering how garbled your audio is, I'm not going to even mute you when you play music because it won't make any difference.
Okay. So Phil, are you ready to talk about? Can you hear me all right, Phil?
Is Phil there?
I am there. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Phil.
Fine. Yeah. I think everything's loud and clear. You got some links to show me because we got some discussion about tolerant and the danger zone.
Doxing.
Link, I've got any links, but probably, yeah. You talk about the Berber invasion, can't you? But the thing is that
What's talking about? I was thinking of showing that thing. What was that thing that sharing the other day about was it blonde hair or something?
Yeah.
Hair colour. Was it hair colour in Europe? Was it?
I think there's some Afghans with blonde hair. Does that mean they're European?
I think even Abos can have blonde hair. Especially, I think it's like a young thing.
Like I'm
Or do they get darker hair? I guess, or something.
the police chief of Queensland is an Abo, but then I looked at her and I was like, but she's white. And then I looked at her closely and I was like, yeah, she's white, but she doesn't look white. She's got one of those weird faces, and you realise like, that's the Abo stuff. So the colour goes away, but the Abo features remain. There's giblets there. Okay, I need to pick them up.
Yeah, a bit like you know, my main problem is Sulla claiming that he's Welsh. I mean, fuck off, Sulla.
My main problem
You know,
with him...
my heritage isn't your fucking cover for being a fucking dirty Arab.
My main problem with him is he's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't mind if he was one of those, like, you know, like, oh, I am so happy to be in your country, or England #1, I love the Queen. If it was stuff like that, I'd be like, yeah, you know, alright, fair enough. I mean, you're not white, but...
I can't stand that god-awful, bland, boring fucking voice he's got either.
That's saying a lot, because, like, of all of them, I'd say he had the most interesting voice on Tassel.
Yeah.
I mean, you had the nasally one, and then you had the one, like, their version of Ataman.
You all right, that is.
Yeah, well, I must have listened to about 50 episodes, like the first 50, and they didn't really leave a distinct impression on me. Unlike, say, for example, The Daily Show, where, like, Alex McNabb, Sven, and Mike are clearly distinct personalities with clearly distinct voices.
I will say, despite having met Toller, Natty in particular, and everyone else from PA going along with him being Welsh, in inverted commas, yeah, his exact words he does look like a tanned Welshman. Fucking coward. That's it. You are a fucking coward.
He's clearly a mednoid, and you know, the problem with the mednoids is that is the danger zone.
I mean, imagine the stage that Nazi has got to, where he's part of a white nationalist organisation, you know, patriotic alternative, but just the stage of excusing and lies that you get to support somebody pretending to be white whilst grifting off fucking, you know, British nationalists and getting him to send super chats. You know, he's not even fucking white, and he doesn't even have the balls just to say, actually, you know, this taller guy, he's not British, he's not European descent.
He might be European descent.
He's not. What, southern Italy or southern Spain, somewhere down there?
Yeah, that's what one about. It's like, when we're talking about white, white refers to Morocco, no. When white refers to Northern and Central European, doesn't refer to the Spanish. Like, thing is, Spain's worse as well, so where Charlie Big Fish is, that's fucking definitely the danger zone. The Berbers fucking invaded the fuck of Spain and bred like fuck with them. You know what I mean? If you're Spanish, you've probably got a lot more Moroccan and North African in you. Definitely.
And Sephardic Jew.
And Sephardic Jew, it's a fucking horrible place to be. Really fucking terrible. Everyone's asleep. Sleepy people, aren't they? They're always asleep all day. Spanish, you know, you don't want to hear that. Sleepy Arabs, what they are. Italy's the same.
I saw a PAFE newsreel about it, and they were saying the main difference is the Spanish breakfast is not as substantial as an English breakfast. And they're saying that their breakfast happens to be, you know, a coffee and a cigarette, whereas our one's like fried bread, bacon, sausages, and you know, it's.
They're called the lazy, sleepy people, sleepy Arabs. That's what the Spanish are. And people in Portugal, the Portuguese are paedophiles, aren't they? You know what I mean?
I mean,
they are very hairy.
When they covered up James Chan, convicted paedophile living with the London regional organiser of Patriotic Alternative, who still is the London regional organiser, we were all saying, you know what, there's no, it can't go anywhere from here. I mean, you've got a convicted
You can't
paedophile
go any
as
lower
part of
than
your
that.
membership.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Top Cat. I've got it. A non-white pretending to be white and getting money off white nationalists. How about that one? Fucking hell. What a
Funny
joke.
stuff, always done right. Like Spain is Africa. The Berbers invaded the fuck out of Spain. They invaded fucking Italy, France as well. So there is like Southern Europe is dead. It's not white. It's danger zone. So yeah. Why people when they see Mednoids, they think, oh yeah, Mednoids are white. They're just like we are. They're not. No, they've got.
Some are white.
Some, yeah, but.
I mean, it's a bit like Brazil. Some Brazilians are white, and they tend to be the ones which run things.
Yeah, the leaders, like the people who are in shit, don't. This is why Charlie Big Potatoes, you know, he needs to be careful as well. He's in the fucking danger. He's having a great time drinking sangria and stuff, and he's gonna end up looking.
Oh, I love sangria.
He's gonna have a fucking Mohammedan as his kid. He's gonna have a fucking mullet. Hello, Charlie. I am Spanish. Can I breed with your daughter?
I pay you in 5 gold.
I pay you 5 gold. No, yeah, fucking base Spanish and white.
Yeah, but to be fair, I mean, he's Scouse, so they're not white either.
No, they're not, no.
Yeah, everybody on my fascist fitness page, 2.5 thousand. I'm doing 14 pull-ups, you know, for the 14 words, and he goes and does, and he does chin-ups instead of pull-ups. You know what he's talking about.
I'm glad he's in Spain. I'm glad all these people are in Spain. That's where he belongs. You're not spiritually. Like, it's not just about skin colour. It's not just about body morphology. It's about spirit as well. You're not spiritually white. Spiritually, you're all Negroids, including Mark Black. He raised Jewish, isn't he?
Well, since when did white people fucking flee their own country?
Oh.
You stay and fight.
Kicked out the race. You lost your white race card. Holly Big Potatoes, you're fucking gypsy now.
When I was a kid learning about Rhodesia, and like especially the South Africans, I'm like, mate, why are you in that country? You're gonna die. Why don't you like move? And now it's come to my country. It's like, oh, I understand now. You know it's bad, but you can't leave because it's where you are. And anyway, where are you gonna run to?
The point is that Paula's not white. He's got olive complexion. He's in the Mednoid gang. Never trust Mednoids. They're never up to any good. They're a problem. They're a fucking problem. They claim to be white. They're fucking Berbers. What of them are? They're not the same Romans. They're not the fucking same as the Romans in the past. You get your average fucking Southern Italian. No, they look fuck all like fucking Caesar. Be a break. These look like fucking. They can get you a kebab. These are kebab people. Kebab people. Camel people.
Do you remember Beppy in EastEnders? He always looked like a Paki to me.
Yeah, Pakis. They're all Pakis. They're just Pakis who like spaghetti. Oh, they are really. Fucking curry in the spaghetti. What are you doing? You're putting curry in the spaghetti?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Very neat.
Actually, that said, I just had Spagbot. I wanted a Vindaloo because I've got a block nose. So I just put a bunch of chili sauce in it.
Like I said, there is a danger. The line in Italy is anywhere past Rome. If you go past Rome, down south, not in Europe anymore. You're in Saudi fucking Arabia. Spain, when you get into Seville, right? That fucking definitely is. It's not fucking Europe anymore. Portugal is not Europe. Portugal is fucking. Forget about it. Forget about it.
I still like Malta though.
Forgot about it.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's Southern England.
I don't even believe Southern England is England anymore.
It's a fuck ton of Ganduck fuckers in Malta, and I looked at the demographics a week ago. It's like fuck ton of Anglos and even Americans, fucking Italians.
Yeah.
Where is it? Pat Tately from Rise of the Foot Soldier.
Yeah.
That's like England abroad as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Malaga Mage.
The only place there's white people in Spain is what's it called? I would Gibraltar. It's the only place you find them. Everywhere else, they're all sleepy Arabs. We name it Sleepy Arab Land. Don't even call it Spain anymore. Sleepy Arab Land. Sleepy people.
Oh, I'd complain, but I need siesta. Oh no.
Hey, no, they're not whites like that.
Yeah,
They're not white people.
The true Spaniards are in South America.
Yeah, they are. They all left.
Nick Fuentes is the real Spaniard.
He
He's
is.
been quiet lately, hasn't he? Since he had his conference, but it came out. Louis Theroux's been following him around for a year.
Found the light hair among males aged 20 to 30.
PPP talked about Nick recently because Nick did a stream where he's saying that he can't even afford cereal and he's hungry, and it's like I'm guessing his bank accounts were frozen then.
Cereals for children. Don't eat cereal. Cereals are...
Yeah, but have you seen Nick? He is a child.
Yes, yeah, he's a little boy, isn't he?
You know, if you want to grow up and big, if you want to grow up and big and strong like Mark, you should raise.
That's it. Yeah, it's got that sustained energy release because that's good for you.
Big lard, a big fucking lump of lard, a real North FC.
That's it. Yeah,
What
I agree with that. There's no wrong with lard. It's good for you. It's cheap. Muslims don't like it, and it's good for you. Yeah.
Oh, Dominic Morkel said, I said in college chat when Taser, because that's I just say Taser because that's how Okie Dokie says it. When first introduced to PWR, what a subversive name Ayatollah is, and the lick spittles in chat immediately started moaning about the unfounded criticism. It appeared like it was pretty well founded now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The thing is, people, when you bring this up,
having common sense.
when you bring this up and they say, "Oh, you're just purity spiraling," like,
Yes.
The Mednoids, they're just as white as we. They're not fucking.
No,
white.
they're not.
Arabs, all Arabs. There's no difference between fucking southern Italy and southern Spain and fucking Morocco. People look the same. The architecture is the same. Like, if you go Sicily, they've got fucking mosques. They've got.
Yeah, I was disappointed to see there's mosques in Malta as well, and it's just like, you guys, I mean, you fought against the Muslims quite a lot. You know they're up to no good. Why have you still got mosques in your country?
They're all.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ayatollah's like, look at my hand. It's like, whoa, look at your fucking hand. Like I said before, 37 guys got PhD in racism. This is fucking This is PhD racism. Top Cat says you're not fucking white. I believe him. Based on your arm, well, yeah, fucking hell. Assad's got a white arm.
That's a very Indian looking arm. I mean, I used to have a mate that was Indian, and the pattern of his arm hair was very similar to that. They have that like hairy right to the wrist, then it stops there, doesn't it?
The weirdest thing is, I knew this darkie, and I couldn't make out. I was like, he's not a nigger. He's definitely not. But he had a Welsh accent, and I said to him, like, where are you from? And he says, well, I'm from Wales. And I said, yeah, but where are you really from? Where are your parents from? I was like, Bangladesh. And I was like, yeah, you don't look like any Bangladeshi I've seen. He said, oh, I mean, if you see it, I says, I don't really know. That's the thing. I mean, I know what an Indian looks like. I know what a Paki looks like. And I said, by the way, why is Paki a slur? He says, no, they're Pakis. They get upset about everything.
Yeah. Oh, did everybody notice that our resident gumshoe, Brithwolf, tripped Sven Longshanks up earlier?
You what? Saying about Sven Longshanks?
That's the same Sven Longshanks who said on the PWR group, Toller isn't white. That's the same one.
Yeah, Sven Longshanks. No, Brithwolf tripped him up earlier, didn't he, about the nonsense in the hotel rooms?
Oh, aye.
Go on, what's happening?
Oh, I've
Well,
knocked it.
Did you not see it earlier in the Telegram?
No.
Frith Pretty trip to so actually, Sven Longshanks actually admitted that that girl spent the night with Colin, the one from the hotel room, the two young girls.
As one does.
Returned her in the morning.
Nice.
He is more white. We don't know if he's white. He was a bit Norman any money.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to if you have a look at phenotypes, collective, any sort of phenotypes.
Greek guy was like he's got the Greek. Anyway, this is what. If you look at his sister, you know I've looked at his sister. Got trouble for it. Anyway,
Quite extensively, Phil.
extensively, yeah, I know everything. Listen, Mark, if you listen, I know everything about you. Everything about you. I'm not kidding. Anyway, like his sister, he lives in Spain. She's fucking really fucking tan. Like the tanning thing. I think this is a people call me out on that and say, "Oh, fucking hell, bro." But if you really fucking tan, like it, fucking Mark's sister, Mark does. This is the danger zone. I think Mark in the sunshine. I think he could be easily a fucking, you know, Moroccan looking motherfucker.
Is that why he hides away in his bedroom in shreddies? Is that what with the curtains pulled down? Is that why?
Yeah, because if he goes in the fucking sun, we know what's going to happen. He's going to be like
Game over.
Game over, fucking Mednoid. Go on, fucking Maltese motherfucker or something. He's not going to be.
Right, so if everyone looks at the doodling pad, I've got a picture of the danger zone as suggested by Casimir. This is light hair amongst males aged 20 to 30. So as you can see, so the danger zone is, you can see how much the danger zone is around the med
to the danger zone. Right into the danger zone.
Where the Berbers invaded in Spain, that's where they invaded. Like all the danger zone, like the black as fuck area. That's where the Berbers were. That's why I say it in Europe anymore.
That's politically incorrect, Phil. You referred to it as the dark zone.
The danger zone.
Punish John Kelly says, I bet I'll tell his mum's got a moustache.
The thing is, as well, is that the Berbers, they're not even Arab. So if you want to have some sort of cope, like, oh, they're Arabs, they're sort of based. No, the fucking Berbers are full-on African.
Who says Arabs are based?
I don't know. If you want to have some cope, it's like, well, at least they're not black. I know the Berbers.
Shit, they taught us how to bathe, nigga.
They was dickwasses and shit.
My favourite part about the whole type of thing is that he pretends he's full packing instead of half packing what he actually is. I don't think that's really a successful full. All he's done is drawn the highlight to the fact that he's not white.
He didn't realise that this is PhD racism. It's like, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Oh, you're metal. Oh, okay.
Okay, you're not sandwich.
This is interesting. Turns out he's a metal.
Could you messing around pull off? Could you messing around and pull off some passable looking Arabic, Phil?
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. Like, yeah, you did. He said, oh, apparently this means this. It's like, fucking hell, you were very good at writing in Arabic.
Yeah.
I can't fucking do that. All I told him, there's no way I could even attempt to write in fucking gobbledygook desert language. I can't do that shit. Fuck are you on about? You can do it though, can't you? I told you can do
Jihad
it.
squiggles.
Jihad squiggles. Fucking sand people, ruins. Yeah. Not only did you do that, you had a fucking mint fucking packy rug in your house, and you got packy air arms, you got packy arms, Mednoid fucking skin, perfect Arabic, and everyone who knows you, they don't know. Like, PhD race is like, yeah, I believe that you're Lebanese.
Toppy did a straw poll, and they all thought he was being serious, didn't they?
They're like, oh yeah, this guy is fucking white.
Yeah.
If you don't pass the, as ENA says, if you don't pass the big nipple test, so I'll forget about it.
Forget
Big
about it.
nipple test.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Yeah, I never noticed like the pink and brown nipples thing before. I didn't even question it. I was just like, I always knew I preferred pink nipples, but I didn't know why.
See, PhD racism now. But...
To be fair, mate, there are some Asians that do have pink nipples as well.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You see, you like Phil studied racism. In my case, I was inculcated with it from an early age. I just realised like all the things I've been reading, like Asterix and Obelix and the Smurfs, all of that was just like it was like fairy tales and like how to tell who's not one of us.
Smurfs is communism.
Yeah, it's communism, but it's also like, you know, how to avoid the kike, because there's a lot of that in that.
Anti-Semitism features quite highly.
Oh, but there's even quite a lot of that in Asterix and Obelix. Like Asterix is talking to this guy with a huge nose and like a very shifty, swarthy expression. And he says, "That's a very Roman name," and he says, that's just for business reasons. My actual name is Bronstein Rothschild." This is in Asterix and Obelix. I like how in the French one, his name is the Druid is called Panoramarix, like Panacea. Whereas in the English one, he's known as Getafix.
That's the Getafix, isn't it?
I mean, if you want to get here's the thing, right?
Why is my bucket dispenser distributing giblets?
Right, you also need to determine if someone's got curly hair, curly black hair, that's what
Yeah.
they've got like a weird looking nose, they've got that's the big nipple test, it's not pinkish.
Oh, Fripple's PAB tech racist. I don't think they're B-Tech, I think they're like night course, part-time, just the basics racist.
No, they got the University of Bombay racism.
They're just like GCSE racism, it's like, oh, fucking hell, GCSE racism, they haven't thought about it hard enough.
They've gone on BBC bite-size racism.
I think it's more like, I think they've got more like, it's more like a texting primary school racism, isn't it?
So, are you telling me that BBC Pigeon is like the BBC bite-size, but for racism?
Yeah.
Well, PA, especially Collie, he got his PhD in a fucking Shreddies box.
But that's what I'm saying. Like someone like Ayatollah, he got his racism degree from University of Bombay.
Fripples is correct. They are PhD in nonsense, though, aren't they?
Oh, I thought they were self-taught in that. No, if they had a PhD in it, they'd have gotten away with it. Like someone like
They did get away with it with their retarded followers, didn't they?
yeah, but someone like Prince Andrew, I mean, he's got a PhD in nonsing, allegedly. Actually, no, he was here at Pizza Express. That's it. So yeah, he definitely isn't a nonce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see on this map, it clearly indicates like the lighter the hair, the ratio, the more likely you're going to be white. So if you look at, so it's just Northern Europe and Central Europe, that's where white people are. If it's Southern Europe, it depends on case by case.
Well, I'd say even the 20 to 35% is the danger zone, isn't it?
Oh,
You
yeah.
see the bits of Ireland there. See the bits of Ireland there that are down to 20 to 35%.
You know why that is? You know why that is? Because they had a lot of migration from Spain at some point, didn't they? Because they were Catholic.
Yeah.
I remember that, a lot of Irish people can trace their ancestry to Spain. And this was after the Berber invasion, so yeah, a lot of. And in fact, if you look at the history,
Hobbit,
of
you are taking too long. If I was a manager, I would give you the sack. Yeah, but like you know, my rabbi's complaining I'm taking too long.
How the English talk about the Irish in the past, they did talk about them like they were fucking negroid, like in the past, like the 16th century. And they did think they were like black, they were like,
They used a term that's fallen out of favour. Like even Elizabeth I referred to them as blackamoors. Why don't we use that term? What? That's like a blackamoor. Is that to say like he's a Moor? What's black?
Phil, can we address these Finland comments, because I'm just looking at the map there, and 80 is Finland, isn't it? It's got the highest number of light hair among males aged 20 to 30, so...
Is that the where Danielle Nichols' parents originate from, Finland?
yeah, the thing is with Finland, right, so the danger zone isn't just like with negroids, admittedly. When you get to like Slavland...
Mongols. Genghis Khan rape babies.
Luckily, I've escaped that. Like, I haven't got the guys. But when you get really, really fucking far into the Slav land, you get a bit ching-chong.
Crisis in Frontland.
Finland is... Further north you get, the more ching-chong you get really high north into Finland. I don't know what the fuck's going on in Finland, to be honest, but there's a lot of chingy-chongy white...
There's something weird going on. There's something weird... I think we can agree there's something weird going on in Finland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they produced Bong Funk MCs. That's fucking weird. I'll admit it, you know what I mean?
They got Ching Chong eyes.
Bong Funk MCs, you see what I mean? They've got like silvery complexion. They haven't got like...
It's that freestyler, isn't it? The Bum Funk MCs.
Yeah, freestyle.
Rock a microphone. That one.
Rock. So yeah, Finland, you get too far north, you get into like fucking Eskimo fucking motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Then yeah, and if you get too far east, like if you get into like Far East Russia,
Do you think the Eskimo almond eyes are like a adaptive trait?
Don't know, but I have seen like people from Siberia, and they do look like Eskimos. Or no, actually, they look like Chinkies. But then again, Eskimos are a Chinky, aren't they? They're an offshoot of this.
If the pan fact is some sort of adaptive thing to stop you losing too much heat or something.
I don't know.
Fucking Hitler, you soppy little cunt.
Can't say really.
See, Charlie Big Potatoes can laugh, but he's gonna have Berber kids. He doesn't want Berber grand. He doesn't realise it. He's like, yeah, I'm a white nationalist. Give it 2 generations, you'll have Berber kids. Fucking people just like Diego
Maradona. You,
Maradona.
mate. I can play this and not have any problems.
So,
The thing about blonde hair,
come
though,
to...
blonde hair would be shit in fucking summer. It would just dry out and fucking get fucked.
Oh, I used to have blonde hair. It was fine.
Yeah, but we're talking constant heat though, so I can understand why there's less fucking blondes, but you know, still brown.
White is hair, you can have as well as blonde or ginger as well. Like ginger and white, or like, I mean, ginger and blonde are the fucking apex of whiteness. If you've got brown hair,
Ginger's a recessive. Is it ginger a recessive gene, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is, and it's only in like cold as fuck areas that it happens. Like generally speaking, it's like
a lot of Celts had ginger hair, but these days you only really find it in Scotland, Ireland. Don't even really have it in France anymore.
Scandinavia.
You can get a weird part of Russia where they're all fucking ginger.
Ginger part of Russia, yeah. That's probably where I get my hair.
Oh yeah, there's Chechens with ginger hair.
Yes, yeah, but there's some like that. When you look at the prevalence, fuck it, I'll put a map in for you. Watch this, prevalence of ginger hair, watch this. If you got ginger hair, you're the fucking apex of white. Yeah.
They used to have mummies in China which didn't look anything like the Han Chinese. They had beards and they had ginger hair.
I've got a heat map, and then I'll put it in the...
Is this PhD? We're doing some PhD, we're doing some PhD racism here, then, are we, Phil?
There we are, yeah.
You're doing a dissertation in Just Don't Like 'Em.
Yeah. Ginger hair. You say, I'm a white person. Yeah, I've got ginger hair, motherfucker. That's fucking, I've got negroid hair. It's in doodling part. There you go.
Right, so look. What's it? Like the original. Maybe I can say.
Right. Let's try and deal with this mess as well. Oh dear, he's just become dismembered. That's going to spread the claret all over.
There you go, it's ginger hair, look like ginger hair is the fucking best. It's nowhere near Mednoid land at all.
Yeah. That 1-2% in Spain is probably all fucking English people.
Yeah. It is. Probably. Do you know what it is? It's Normans, like when the Normans invaded back when they fought against the fucking Muslims, yeah, because that's what the ginger people did. The ginger people fucking reclaimed fucking Europe like the fucking chance they were, yeah.
Then. What's the white bit? Do they not know?
I don't know. That's just the Hyperborean race. I don't fucking know.
I think that's lakes, mate. Yeah, it's lakes.
They're like, they're the ginger, the sea gingers, underwater gingers.
It's a lot of ginger in Wales. It's not a ginger then.
Rios, bro. From the valley.
If you've got ginger hair, you can be pretty sure that you're as white as you fucking get.
White as the driven snow.
Yeah. If you're a white person, the same with blonde. If you've got blonde hair, it's actually better having ginger hair. Like ginger hair's more.
Both of my nans are gingers.
Congratulations, you're in the white crew. You're definitely in the white crew. No fucking.
You're not in the solid crew.
My the one who got surviving, she always keeps complaining about the cold, and I said you'd have been better off somewhere like Spain or Malta, where it's actually warm. She's got low blood pressure. She's always felt the cold.
In the shop, we got Via Rays like. Pretty sure the gingers in Scandinavia are descended from slaves. Bollocks, mate. Like the fucking gingers are the apex of white. Apex of white. You don't get more white than ginger. It's got pink skin.
Shove it all in. There we go.
Or the whitest person on the fucking earth, yeah. All these fucking brown-haired motherfuckers and fucking olive skin Mednoids. Can't trust them. They could be Berbers. They could be Moors. They could be fucking Turks. They don't know what they are. They're South FC. This is pure. You got North FC versus South FC. This is esoteric North versus South. This is the real North versus South FC.
International North and FC.
It is. This is real North FC. Snow niggers. We're snow niggers. Yeah.
Woke. North versus South. Broke. East versus West. That's the.
Bespoke. If you ain't ginger, then you're an you're a dyslexic nigger.
You're an anagram of ginger.
Yeah. If you ain't ginger, you're an anagram of ginger.
So yeah, don't get an Aryan wife, dude. Get a ginger wife, dude, because she's definitely white. Yeah.
There was a ginger in my school with massive tits, but on closer inspection.
I don't suppose any of you lads have seen the new series of Thingy and the Winter Soldier. She's the half caste with ginger hair.
Why is it in all the popular films, like when there's been a ginger in it, they've replaced it with a blue-black coon? Why do they do that? Have you noticed that it's not just like any sort of darkie, but like a proper bluey-black one?
Oh yeah, what is it? The most egregious one is the Teen Titans, isn't it?
Because clearly they got a dyslexic fucking cast. You know, oh
Yeah.
ginger, oh wait nigger.
Yeah, that was it. There's just like the casting directors, like, we were looking for a ginger. Yeah, that's what we got. There, you see. Yeah.
I'll find a picture of that villain and put it up.
But they even do it cartoons. Like, apparently there's like Ariel. She was a ginger mermaid, and it's like, okay, so you want a coon then?
About it, weren't they?
Were they? I don't know.
They were talking about replacing her, weren't they, with the black?
Well, it's blackwashing. Everything's got to be dark now. I wonder what the coons make of it when they're watching something like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and they're just seeing a bluey black coon there and thinking, "Hang on, why is she called Snow White then?"
Right, so I don't want to say, just put this in.
I wonder if they do ask those sort of questions. I don't ever talk with them.
Well, do you
I can't understand the chimp
Black
screeching.
Twitter?
No.
Well, all the black women, they fucking hate these mixed race like adverts. They bitch about more than us, right?
Yeah, the high yellow, and there was actually like some sort of like study conducted on who uses more.
Called something yellow, aren't they?
High yellow? I don't know. But they were Twitter. It was studying social media for like biased language, and they found that the coons were using biased language higher than anybody else.
Wait, on about what theatre? Is it on screen?
It should be
Yeah,
up on the screen by now.
I know what you mean. Yeah, this does happen with Negroids occasionally. You get together, but the point is that it's about prevalence in it. Because it's a recessive gene, it's less likely in blacks. Less likely.
Yeah,
More likely.
I used to actually go to school with a girl that looked like that. I mean, I thought she was white. Obviously, I didn't know any better. But because obviously she had ginger hair and stuff. It turns out her dad was black.
That's
I've seen it.
Is right. Ginger is more prevalent in the point is, all of this is not going to save you. Like, just because someone's got white skin doesn't mean they're white.
Yeah, I mean Chechens are white, but I wouldn't want to.
Thomas McMahon says interesting that the ginger areas correlate with father politics and trials.
Yeah, I mean Celts are pretty lefty, aren't they?
You jumping on?
I don't like how a lot of ginger, white fucking jihadis are ginger.
Yeah, well, like I said, Chechens are ginger as well. Yeah, Allah had red hair. That's why the imams all dye their hair with henna, so it's orange.
Because he was the base white man. Only a white man could lead.
Well,
According to the Quran.
yeah, I mean, you know, he's white, but yeah, he was white, but I wouldn't say he was based, Phil. I mean,
by a race head, he's never met a female redhead who didn't have a screw loose. Be honest, though, the fucking sex with gingers is out of this world.
Yeah.
And he likes fucked a ginger.
Yeah, I know that the screw's loose. Yeah, they are mental, but the sex sort of makes up for it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I mean, I wouldn't say Muhammad. Yeah, he was white, but he wasn't based. I mean, do bear in mind he was a nonce.
He was based in PA Field.
He's based in Brutus Pilled.
Your religion's Arab, mate, whilst inshallah, mate, is based on a ginger god.
The point is, if someone's got white skin and ginger hair, they're more likely to have less less likely to have Berber in them, or fucking weird shit in them. They're more likely to be white. Obviously, if you do it, you need to do a DNA test, not follow.
I know what he means by yellow man. You know, yellow man is an albino. Oh, yellow man is an albino rapper, apparently. MC Yellow.
Oh, I've heard of Yellow Man. He was in
Yellow Wolf.
Oh, I've heard of Yellow Man. He was in Hello, mate. Why is it? Yeah, I could hear that too.
Just clicked on the street.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, wasn't Yellow Man? No, Yellow Man was a police and helicopter. Police and helicopter, searching for marijuana. Policeman in the field, searching for Carly Weird. Yeah, Yellow Man. That's Yellow Man.
So, right, so I've got some stories for you. Did you want to know about sliced bread, Hubby?
Yeah, because you don't eat an entire loaf in one go. Go on then.
So, when was sliced bread invented? Sliced bread is considered a staple for food today. Be it a tasty lunchtime sandwich or a quick slice of toast for breakfast. There you go, there's some serving ideas. Oh, hold on a minute, there's fucking bagels in there, but the humble pre-sliced loaf has only existed for less than 100 years. Did you know that? So when and how did it first appear? I'll bet you know.
So you're telling me, like, prior to 100 years ago, and you go to a baker and you say, "Could you slice that loaf for me?" and they'd be like, "No, go home and slice it." Is that what would happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sliced bread, I think they mean factory sliced bread, don't they? Sliced bread was first produced in 1928, for 16 years after American inventor Otto Rohwedder started working on the idea. That's a bit of a suspicious German name there. Rohwedder had been working on his bread slicing machine for a long time, since 1912. But a factory fire destroyed his first prototype and blueprints. Well, what do you think? What do you know about it?
So, insurance scam.
Yeah, they can't help it, can they? The hand rubbers.
They seem to have a propensity for matches and like, oops, my factory's burnt down. Well, I best have some. Oh, bugger!
I
I
saw
just
that hand rubbing. It's, you know, combustion.
Like that film Bug. You really should watch Bug of it. It's about little bugs that can cause fires by rubbing their legs together.
the
However,
book.
July 7th,
Oh, never mind.
yeah, it's called Bug. It's called Bug from the 70s. However, on July 7th, 1928, Mark Ventures, Chili Cove Baking Company sold the first sliced bread in Missouri. Is everything about Missouri tonight?
Are we doing? I mean, like we were doing news about snakes on Sunday, so now we're doing Missouri news.
Yeah.
Alright.
There's been a disputed claim by the state of Michigan as the first place to sell sliced bread, but this is not supported by evidence. Wrapped sliced bread was pioneered by a baker in St. Louis, Missouri. Is it St. Louis or St. Louis? I'm not quite sure. Who brought the second row wedders machines. Oh, okay. So they were burned and knackered, but they were still available to sell. Are we getting a bit suspicious about this row wedder fella? Hobbit?
Yeah, the guy is just like doing an insurance fraud, isn't he?
In fact, this machine is on display at the Smithsonian Design Museum in New York. Oh, cool.
New York.
The baker kept the slices together so they're easy to wrap by making a cardboard tray. It seems Roweddon was right. His uniformly thin sliced bread was a household revolution, and the consumption of bread rose dramatically throughout the 1930s. The phrase "the best thing since sliced bread" came from early advertising in the 1930s. What was the best thing before sliced bread, though?
Bag bread.
A nation free of Jews.
Okay. 80% of all bread sold in the USA by 1933 it was pre-sliced and wrapped. In the UK, the first sliced bread was sold in 1930 by the Wonder Bread label, like our very own Wonder Bread lot. The first bread slicing and wrapping machine in the UK appeared in 1937 in the Wonder Loaf bakery in Tottenham. Hold on, is sliced bread a Jewish scam?
It is, isn't it? It's like, hey, how can we like sell this bread for even more money? I know, we'll slice it for them.
Calcium was added to bread flour to bread rickets in the UK in 1941. Iron and vitamin B1 in 1956. As bread became more popular, so did spreads like butter, jam, and peanut butter.
Yeah, just to respond to some Bayer in the chat, Hemmy got doxed, that's right, and they keep hacking his audio, so that's why he sounds like a broken robot. Yeah. So, Hemmy got Ian A doxed him, and so we got in the exclusive interview with Hemmy right now.
Tell Byron if he listens to BBC One, then unfortunately he's listened to pirate radio. That's why. It's a thing to make you watch my thing. It's like it's a pirating free. That's why I do.
So,
that's why I do the ratty audio.
If I just like deafen myself in the Discord and listen to the stream, and then like 20 seconds later I'll respond to what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But in fact, lie detectors, hearing aids, tattoo machines, and jelly beans are all older than sliced bread.
Alright, okay.
What's that got to do with anything? Bread was not only conveniently sliced, but production times drastically reduced by replacing long yeast fermentation with high energy mixing, known as the Chorleywood method in the UK in 1961. I know you're going to want to come off now, Hobbit.
Yeah, I did a thing about Chorleywood baking process, and it's fucking shit, and we need to return to tradition pre-Chorleywood baking process, thank you very much.
Yeah. Sliced bread was banned in the US as of January the 8th, 1943 due to World War II rationing. There was also a slight rise in the price of flour as more wheat was used for sliced bread. Is this because the Chorleywood process used more wheat, do you then, Hobbit?
No, the thing about the Chorleywood is it does something so that there's more moisture in the bread and it stays...
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not that bread gets stale, it's just that when the moisture goes out of it... Yeah, and but no, Chorleywood is shit, and it means our bread is shit. And we should be going back to traditional breads, which are more nutritious and taste better.
Yeah. The American government was also trying to preserve wax paper, which was used to wrap the bread. Free up steel used for making the slicing machines. The savings did not match the expectations. There was a strong resistance to the ban, so it only ended up lasting for 2 months. A famous letter from an American housewife was published in the New York Times at the start of the ban, which she describes as having to slice 22 pieces of bread in a hurry each morning. It's demoralizing and inhuman. Oh, God. I should imagine she said.
She probably said it was as bad as another shower as well.
Yeah, it's almost another shower, even though we haven't had one yet.
Yeah.
It was, oh God, it was almost as bad as when we were kicked out of England in 1290.
Well, you're saying we haven't had one yet. We've paid for it. We're going to have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, this was during World War II.
Oh, yeah, so it was ongoing. Yeah.
Yeah. Sliced bread became cheap and so quick to produce. The supermarkets were able to sell it for 7p a loaf as a loss leader in the UK.
It's a novel take, seeing as we know that everything revolves on World War II. You know, if the Germans hadn't wasted all that time burning Jews alive, they could have won the war. And then we'd all be speaking German, and then all the Jews would be dead. So you know what? It's a good thing the Holocaust happened, because that way Jews are still alive. See?
I thought we'd return to tradition today, Hobbit, and do a lot of food news. So chips cash in. Chip shop customers queuing around the street for a 1,000-calorie deep-fried butty.
Oh, yeah.
Customers
Customers
have been battering down the door, Hobbit. Chippy for a deep-fried butty. Deep-fried chip butty, Hobbit. I fancy that one.
So, like, you're getting a butty, and then what? You cover it in batter. I mean, what? How does it hold together when you?
Are you looking at the image from the?
I'm still playing tidy. All right, I'm just gonna alt-tab out the game, everybody, and have a look at this image because I am curious to know how does it hold together.
You know it's going to kick off.
I want a deep fry Nutella pork pie, mate.
I do. I've had.
Have you seen that? They put gravy on it.
I have had battered Snickers bars before, and they are good. So let's have a look at.
Around the block for the chip bat. Staff had to shut early after running out at the weekend. The 1,000-calorie bread roll is filled with chips and a short was of gravy, mushy peas, or curry sauce.
Yeah,
which one
looks
is it?
alright.
What would everyone have with that? I think I'll go
Curry sauce. Curry sauce.
I'd have a Savoy and mushy peas.
Come on, Topcat, you northern bastard. Say gravy.
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 Not be like gravy with it.
I'm a gravy.
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 What do you want me to do? Say you don't have gravy down south, do you?
Nah, mate.
Curry sauce, mate. Curry sauce is based.
I have gravy.
Skuggy squidge. Gravy or curry sauce, mate.
You got one now?
Or just mince drippings.
Well, it depends what you're having it with, because if you're getting like a fish and chips, you'll have the curry sauce. But if you're getting pudding chips, pudding chips gravy, you're not going to have curry sauce.
I don't like curry sauce with fish. I'd much rather have tomato.
The manager of that chip is called Laura. For £2.80, the customers will also get another pot of chips on the side. Laura Frere, manager at KP's Fish Bar in Leeds, reckoned it's gone mental. We had to close on Sunday because we ran out of food. And we had to ring our supplier for an emergency delivery after going through 25 bags of potatoes. And Yorkshire team, man. We had constant queues stretching up the streets on a Friday, Saturday and Sunday. We had to bring all the staff in to go up with demand. We're still busy now. It's been ridiculous. The batter just stays outside so the bread is nice and soft and fluffy inside. It's
Fluffy.
A nice meal.
It stays nice and fluffy.
Yeah. Fucking hell, you heard about this? Dog attack. Owner of ticking time bomb dogs. Fuck.
What, DOMs which actually explode? Yeah.
Yeah, fuck me.
Just one day you're walking a little poodle along the street, and then suddenly it's just like that scene of Mr. Chinnery, and it explodes.
Gone. Bang, the granny's gone.
Bang, and the dog is dead.
Anyway, she got mauled together by pit bull.
Oh, big.
So the dog didn't explode.
Really pit bulls now.
So, in other words, the dog didn't explode and the journalists are lying again.
Yeah.
So once more, journalistic integrity...
That coon's wearing a Russian football top. That's Gazprom, isn't it?
So, once again, journalists are lying, journalistic integrity down the toilet.
Yeah, coons can't look after the dogs.
Oh, wow. More news at 10.
Hobbit, do you want to add booze to your food for a grown-up? Oh, hold on a sec. Mike says he's buying unwashed top trumps or something. I don't know, I don't get that joke. Fish, chips and beans, says Damien.
Yeah, I have it, but I don't really like it. I mean, I know, like, fish fingers, beans and chips, but it's just... Nah, it's just... Nah. No.
Morgul doesn't know that gravy is northern.
I mean, I make gravy for my food.
Gravy on chips is... Gravy isn't, but gravy on chips is northern.
If you... I mean, if you're making, like, a roast dinner or something, you've got loads of juices from the meat, then by all means make a gravy to go with it.
Look at that pie looks like he's stone it with the half black and the half white makeup on it.
And in fact, that's one of the reasons why Belgian chips are so good, because they use beef dripping to fry the chips.
I thought that was a bit overrated, beef dripping, to be honest.
Well, I mean, you can use lard, but beef dripping's good. And that's what they use, and their chips are the best, so...
Ramsden's do, don't they? I didn't think they were that great. I bet better.
Wait, have you ever had Belgian chips?
No, not Belgian. I don't know Belgian chips. I've had Harry Ramsden. Harry Ramsden's do it in beef dripping.
Yeah, well, but then again, the Belgians, they do it in beef dripping. They do one where they cook it at 130 degrees, then they let it cool down, and then they put it in at 180 degrees. And because they fry it twice, it's quite
Belgian
nice.
Chips relate to French fries, I bet.
So I asked an American about that, and so it turns out the name that Americans used to call them was potato julienne, but most Americans can't pronounce julienne, so they would say it's French cut or French fried potatoes. So that's where so it's not coming from the fact that they get Belgium and France confused. It's just they know it as French cut potatoes.
So anyway. Cheers to free or freedom fries, as we should call them.
Fuck off.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Add booze to your food with a grown-up menu that's simple and impressive to serve. If you've got a grown-up menu, just have a party with a load of black people like that. That looks fun, that party.
So you're saying...
Has anyone ever been to one of these? Has anyone been to one of these parties where it's half black people and half white people?
Yeah, that's called a workplace diversity seminar, and it's about as exciting as you can imagine. So,
yeah.
I mean, this sort of thing, like saying, so, like, if I was going to have my McDonald's Happy Meal, but then have a pint with it, is that now a grown-up meal? Is that what they're saying? It's like, I have a bowl of Shreddies, but have Baileys with it instead of milk. There, it's a grown-up meal.
I'll be able to tell you. I'll be able to tell you if you let me get them early in edgeways.
Oh, were you talking?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I was just playing my notes.
Okay.
No, basically what they're offering is regular meals but with booze chucked in there. So they got a G&T cheesecake. Would you like to try that?
No.
Why?
Don't like it.
Just don't like it.
Just don't like it.
Chicken liver pate. What booze do you put in pate, Hobbit?
I mean, like, people do steak...
Brandy.
A steak and kidney thing. No.
Two teaspoons of brandy.
Pass.
Wild mushroom risotto. I assume that's white wine, is it?
Yeah, but this is for... Okay, so, like, yeah, if you're going to do, like, you're poaching some fish and white wine or something, I mean, people have done that since time immemorial, so... I don't understand. This doesn't... Like, how is this news? Is it like some journalist has just figured out that you can do pears poached in dessert wine? Because that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I like poached pears.
Well, it is a journalist of it. They don't know a lot, do they?
Oh, do you remember that food news thing we did about, like, 5 tips for making curries, which everybody gets wrong? And it was like some Indian bird who's only just recently figured out how to cook, and she's like, yeah, you should chop up onions and peppers and freeze them.
I got a load of stories for Phil, but he sodded off again.
Yeah. Was he having another hand shandy?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, you know the little stubby bottles they do in Aldi and Lidl? In Lidl they call them Argus, and in Aldi they call them brasserie, which is French for brewery. So I'm going to go to Aldi tomorrow and I'm going to pick up some brasserie and see if it tastes any different at all to the Lidl brasserie.
This one then, I found British chick. She's a bit old for British. She's way old for British. She's only 20.
Has she got pubes?
Yeah.
If she's got pubes, he doesn't want her.
Yeah. Girls hate me because I'm a trad wife who stays at home to cook and serve and look after.
Stand by your man, even if he puts you in the rape cage.
Yeah, when Madison Dastrup finished high school, she didn't start filling out college application forms or applying for jobs. No, sir, instead, she donned. I hate that fucking word, don. Have you ever used the word don in a sentence of it?
Yes. I know it's one of those middle class things which annoys you, but I have used words like don and adornment and equip.
So instead, she donned her penny and grabbed her rolling pin, and she embraced the trad wife movement, where wives do everything and their husband main breadwinner. Well, it's kind of fucked there, isn't he? Happily ever after came into life when she got engaged at age 18 and was married at 19. By 21, her and her husband moved into their first home together, welcoming their first daughter, Ellie Louise, the same year. Madison now considered herself a homemaker, spending her days cooking, cleaning, and sewing and mending, as well as taking care of the family finances and being a mum while her husband goes out to work. Speaking on social media, Madison explains, "I always knew I wanted to be a homemaker. Would you smash her?
Well, just based on the merit of the fact that she's doing traditional womanly role, yeah, I like that. But you know, these like men say, "Oh, I want a submissive wife," and do this. Like, you do realise that your kids are going to end up like the kids are half you and half your wife. So if you like marry like submissive and have children with them, they're going to have your wife's characteristics as well. I mean, maybe like a missus what answers back to you, but
yeah, but if it's a boy, then it's going to grow up knowing what a woman should be doing, won't it?
Yeah. So I
because you do look for people with the characteristics of your parents, like.
Yeah, I mean, submissive perhaps is the wrong term for it. It's more a case of, like, can you get on with her? Then yeah, that's probably important. Hey, is this your head, sir? We found it on the floor. You should really keep a good care of that. Nearly cleaned up this place. It's ironic you're talking about trad wives and I'm going around cleaning up giblets and stuff.
Yeah. So cooking for my husband is a word showing how much I appreciate all he does for our family, and by cooking his favourite food, it shows him I'm thinking of him. He'll be able to come home and relax with a nice hot homemade meal. Being able to stay home and do little things to serve those around me brings me so much joy. Alison regularly shares snaps of her immaculate home on social media, but says it took 10 hours from her husband to get to where she is today. Says it took. Speaking
Good to spank her over in the knee.
Yeah.
Over in the yeah. Well.
It took my husband telling me that I really need to step up, so don't let it get to that point for you. Ooh. But after he and I talked, I realised that I need to step up my game, and ever since then I haven't looked back. I really strive to be the wife and mom, that should be mum, I've always wanted to be. The trad wife shares her insights into her life on the TikTok channel, The Reserved Wife, where she often receives criticism from feminists who claim she's going against women's equality. But Madison is more than happy to take a step back from the feminist movement, regularly adding the hashtag anti-feminist posts.
Isn't like the idea of feminism like they should be doing what makes them happy. So, if a woman's happy, like looking after the
I
kids.
think the idea of feminism is doing stuff that makes them unhappy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean,
the idea of feminism is doing stuff that the establishment has told them to do, whereas the real feminists do what makes them happy.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you want to be a homemaker, which most girls grow up, you know, they want to be a homemaker. They want to have a nice, strong husband, and they want to have their own children. And if you grow up and do that these days, you are the anti-establishment. You are the feminist. You are the rebel.
Yeah. So she says, modern day feminism is a joke. Feminism today actually goes against feminism back in the day stood for. They think that masculinity is toxic, and I refuse to be a part of that. Madison, who lives by the rule, if you don't expect to cook, then you shouldn't expect your plate to pay. Also accused modern feminists of being hypocritical. She continues, it's always women until that woman wants to be a housewife or stay-at-home mum. We all have different dreams, and that's perfectly okay. Your dream job could be my worst nightmare. The reality is not all of us care about how many degrees we have or how much money we make. Not all of us want to be CEOs or doctors, and that doesn't mean we're wasting our potential. But you see, she didn't have to find the swastika to be like that, did she?
ah, no, if she had the swastika, she'd have been based. She's just a cuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. She needs to put down her pinafore and pick up the Stahlhelm.
Yeah. Oh shit, we got some Harvey news, haven't we? I just remembered.
There's Harvey News? What? Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. He's
Good.
alive, well, and smashing car windows.
Has he got, has he had his second jab yet?
Holiday Monday, Katie Price's son Harvey, 18, shatters car window after a bout of the hiccup, causes him distress. Katie Price's son Harvey...
Is that his excuse?
Yeah.
I've got hiccups, therefore I'm going to do criminal...
The 18-year-old to become distressed.
So, if I commit criminal damage, I can just say, Your Honour, I had the hiccups.
Hiccups, yeah.
And I'm autistic.
Mother of 5, Katie42, posted a video to Instagram of the tinted glass of their car smashed to pieces on the ground, with Harvey sat inside next to the window. Katie explained to her son, who suffers from a litany of conditions, among them partial blindness, ADHD, aggressive self-harming behaviour, prone and willing... Oh, aggressive and self-harming behaviour. Did you know that? That's a new one, isn't it, Hobbit?
Aggressive and self-harm behaviour. Yeah, because wasn't it like that thing where like he was laughing when his siblings were in pain, and one was it his sister was like saying like he likes hurting us?
No, he's laughing at fear. He likes the smell of fear, doesn't he?
Ah, that's it. Yeah.
He completely smashed fuck out that window as well. If you look at the pictures of it, it's incredible. Like,
I can play the video now if you want to watch it. It's in the window.
Oh yeah, I want to watch the video. I haven't seen the video actually.
Eddie Hall fears no man, but that man, I am scared. I mean, the reason that Brian Shaw is America's strong man is because he doesn't want to move to England, because he's like, I need there to be an ocean between me and Harvey Price.
Yeah, I've actually got a couple of stories I'll save for you, Phil. You heard this one about Boy 5 ripped apart by drone and igniting warfare on the Ukraine border.
What, like the drone swooped in, picked up with its robot claws and tore it to pieces?
Yeah.
Like an eagle.
The agony after Boy 5 ripped apart in Ukraine drone attack. Ignited warfare as Russian troops on the Russian troops mass on the border.
So, what weapon system have they got on this drone? Which, like,
fucking deafened now, Jesus Christ! A heartbroken family has claimed the 5-year-old boy was.
Disconnect him. He'll come back.
Vladik Shikov. Vladik Shikov. You heard this one about the kid who was ripped apart in a drone strike on the Ukraine border.
Silence means yes.
Alex, yes, yeah. He'll beat your phone. In the Alexandrovskoy village in the breakaway Donetsk region of the eastern Ukraine, which has been held by Russia-backed rebels since 2014. Last week, Russia sent out 4,000 troops thanks to the order. Promoted experts warned the conflict could trigger a new world war in just 4 weeks. Tensions have been ignited further by heart-rending images of mourners at the funeral. The boy's grieving family claim he... So this sounds like it smells a bit funny, doesn't it? Boy's grieving family claim he was killed in a drone attack orchestrated by the Kiev government. They're not even the Sun believe this one. A relative said after the 5-year-old's funeral, our child just went outside and the explosion happened. He was just torn apart. A woman
This
said.
sounds about as plausible as when that 15-year-old girl was saying that. Then I saw the Iraqi troops and they were tailing the babies out of the incubators and it was terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm calling bullshit on this.
Instead of bombing a base with equipment or a post, a command post, the random people in a yard were targeted.
Yes.
And after dropping this is quite, after dropping the explosion, just as the drone did. Was it? How are drones supposed to fly back up if they killed someone up it? You giggling or something?
Like, I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying. Sorry, mate. It's.
I can't believe such nonsense. Then a real bacchanal began in the Russian media. Vladik was the non-existent crucified boy and had been killed by a grenade or shell stored close to his home, said Kazansky. Russia was using this tragic incident to incite hatred to create another myth about the atrocities of the Ukrainians.
So when the Russians claim the Ukrainians did something bad, it's a myth. But when the Ukrainians claim the Russians did something bad, we're supposed to believe them. How about it's not our fucking affair, and if it really is, we'll just send Phil over. He'll sort it out.
Yeah.
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 He's our resident communist lover.
Okay, well basically this is my opinion. Ukraine doesn't fucking exist. It was a gift given to them during communism. And after the fucking fall of the Soviet Union, they were like, oh well, we're just fucking...
Isn't Ukraine like the Jewish containment zone?
It's like the, yeah, basically. Fuck Ukraine.
Is that why there's been another Holocaust there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh my god, another Holocaust. God.
So basically, so the Chad Putin's just said, yeah, that kid never existed. You're making it all up.
You're making it all up, you're full of shit at the end of the day. And when it comes to the majority of people in Ukraine are ethnically Russian anyway, so
a lot of this has been kicked off because of EU imperialism, isn't it, Phil?
yeah, it is. Like, the fucking thing is that that's what Ukraine is essentially. It's just a fucking stronghold of neoliberalism. Fuck it off.
Yeah.
Belongs to Russia. Fuck it off. Gay. Poland.
That's the story I wanted to do. I just think we're going to do the one about the parents with disabled kids using food banks.
Oh, how terrible! Like people using food banks.
Fucking size it. His bar rate kicking off. What's
Fucking
bar rate?
I fucking got Ukraine fucking face. Ukraine. All the more 2. What are you going to do about that, fire rate? All the more 3. All the more 4. Yeah.
A stronghold of neoliberalism that has national socialist militias controlling the entire city is okay, Phil. Okay.
We'll spare the Klitschko brothers though for services to boxing.
Yeah.
They're alright. They're fucking boring. They're alright, I guess. But yeah. It's still fun.
It's a struggle. Third of parents with disabled children forced to use the food bank after being hit hard by COVID pandemic survey fines. You don't believe this, do you? Look at the fucking size of that kitchen.
I don't believe, like, disabled people, obviously, well, like, what's it, they have a lot of benefits, they live a comfortable life, and I think this is just making shit up. Right.
Yeah, stick your kids in the microwave so you can get those sweet disabled bennies.
Yeah.
Got more money.
Put your nudges in the microwave so you have deformed sperms.
That's it.
Yeah. I'll tell your kid play on the fucking motorway. They go on the motorway.
Give them all the vaccines.
Parents with seriously ill or disabled children. The pandemic has negatively impacted their... So they only feel the pandemic. negatively impacted mealtime routines. A study of 1,142. What's that, Phil?
Everyone's been negatively affected by the pandemic. This is like a shit article.
Well,
Like,
Jeff Bezos has been positively affected by the pandemic.
He's fucking loving it. If you're not Jeff Bezos, then yeah, you probably.
I think Bill Gates has positively benefited from it.
Oh yeah. The only people who've been positively affected by it.
One of our kids is called Noah. One of our kids is called Noah. This is starting to smell a bit funny here.
Was it starting to smell like burning soap?
It's starting to smell like soap. I think that's what it's starting to smell like.
You detecting the distinct smell of lampshades?
Yeah, you know they're not sharing the dad. They're not sharing the dad with his funny sideline.
No. Oh, okay.
Big hamburger, are they? 58% have become more. The pandemic. Well, that's everybody. Well, 87% said the past year has affected their meal times in a negative way. Of 1,000 parents of children with no, I mean, 1,000 parents is a shit fucking survey anyway, isn't it?
That's insufficient to be statistically significant.
Just trying to feed. Well, I ain't got a problem with this. I have a lot of edit. It's disabled people are well looked after. It's just the genuinely poor people who are doing it, like, you know, the working class. At the end of the day, the disabled people might be doing
poor, the working poor, aren't they? The people who don't want handouts, the people who don't want to go to the government.
Yeah. Like low income.
Hold on. I'm gonna skip a couple of paragraphs. Phil. The Meal Times for All study was commissioned by McCain in partnership with Family Fund. Mark Collins nemesis.
It's just how McCain gets their pennies. They're like, we did a study and that's why we need more money. Here, I'll print some vouchers off and we'll fight.
Mark's nemesis. They're again.
Ah, so print some vouchers so you can have some McCain's happy smiles. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's what it is. McCain like, listen, we did a study. We promised people free chips if they agreed with it. Anyway, they said that they have been negatively affected. So what we want you to do is print those fucking vouchers up again, and then we get more sales. Deal? The government goes, okay then.
But Mark Collins severely battered that fucking bottom line. We need to fight back at the government. You don't want this evil racist Mark Collins to drive us.
Yeah, I don't. People aren't negatively. People don't really go hungry in fucking England. You can't go hungry. We have the opposite effect where people are too fucking fat.
Last night I went hungry, so I got downstairs and I made myself a sandwich.
Yeah, that's what happens in England. Like people don't get hungry. They just get fucking fat.
I just told you I went hungry last night.
I went hungry for about half an hour.
Do you want to, does everyone want to get our hankies out? Because we're going to cry for the prisoners now.
Oh, I thought we were going to have a wank.
Pokey strokey, lags at one of the UK's worst jails to be given a petting to help them escape stress. The poor little buggers, aren't they?
Alright, I've got nothing against that. As long as they don't try and nonce the animals.
What could possibly go wrong with some violent psychopath in a room when he's home?
I heard a story where there was like some jippos in a prison, and they enticed this pigeon to come near their cell, and when it got it there, they boiled it in a kettle. I'll have to ask Nordic about that. See, because he's quite good. He reads Inside Times. I don't think the article. Yeah, I don't think the article was published there, but I mean, I did hear about it.
Boil the kettle. They boiled the kettle. Credit to them.
But how did they manage to like encourage the pigeon to like come to their cell?
The pikeys, they don't just know what, they just do a little whistle and all the animals come down. Because pikeys can do no wrong, can't they, in the face? So the latest from the George Floyd trial, they still haven't found George Floyd guilty yet. But they're still going after this copper who didn't kill George Floyd. Derek Chauvin absolutely violated cop policies when he knelt on George Floyd's neck for 5 minutes.
That's opinion, not facts.
Even though only between his fucking shoulder blades.
That's the opinion of a political officer. It's not medical fact.
Yeah, testified at Chauvin's murder trial on Monday. Chief Badaria.
Wait, Chauvin got murdered?
Yeah. Said the former cop failed to follow police department use of force, the escalation of duty to render air policies.
Mate, have you seen the size of his nostrils? I think it was George Floyd's duty to render air.
It's funny hoovering up fucking. He was hoovering up fucking dust and chunks of fucking stone off, really. I absolutely agree that he violates. What's he supposed to do? If the dude puts up a struggle, he's supposed to let him go? Is that what he's supposed to do?
What? So you're saying this guy,
pointing gun at another pregnant woman.
this guy who died of a methamphetamine and fentanyl overdose, you should have been like, oh yeah, you just try to pay.
Five times the survivable dose of fentanyl.
And a massive dose of methamphetamine as well. It's like this guy who was doing a monkey dance for a banana in the shop, paying with a fake with a dodgy £20 note. Oh yeah, just carry on and drive, sir. Yeah, sure. I mean, we'll come and arrest you once.
You don't point your gun at another pregnant woman, why don't you?
Yeah, we'll come and arrest you once you've crashed and killed somebody. Then.
Mr. Floyd had stopped resisting, which I saw in the video. He didn't fucking do it at any point whatsoever. He still tried to crawl along the ground, trying to restrain him. And certainly, once he was in distress and trying to verbalise that should have stopped. So they should have let him go. Because there's no way that criminals would go, oh, I can't breathe, and then there's no chance of that whatsoever, is there? Because Mr. Floyd was an upstanding pillar of the community who absolutely wouldn't lie to a police officer.
Well, what I do find interesting is they had this MMA fighter on for expert testimony, and I think actually Nordit was talking about, because we were talking about blood choke, and he was saying blood choke. No, that's all right. I'll do it. And he's Nordit was saying, like, yeah, with those manoeuvres, as soon as like they let go, you regain consciousness because the blood starts flowing again, and it's not to choke the air, it's to chop the supply of blood, because once you stop the supply of blood, you pass out quickly. If you're in a situation like that, you want someone to pass out quickly because, oh look, it's a really big nigger who's dangerous, who's dangerously high and therefore unpredictable, because people on methamphetamine...
This doctor's a real expert because he said Dr. Langenfeld said he believed Floyd's cause of death was lack of oxygen. It's now everybody fucking dies, lack of oxygen.
Well, I suppose when you're so meffed up that your heart's not pumping blood around your body, then yeah, you do die from lack of oxygen.
Well, it appears Chavin's lawyer seems on the case because he said during a cross-examination, Dr. Langenfeld said that asphyxia can be caused by a number of including drug abuse.
So someone in my chat, Jord Bluetooth, says, fuck's all this about then? Hemmy's been doxed by ENA to distract from the fact that Ayatollah's been doxed, to distract from the fact that Jerry Nadler shit himself.
Yeah. The longest serving police officer in Minneapolis, Lieutenant Richard Zimmerman, testified on Friday. He's obviously a man you can trust.
Is he any relation to George Zimmerman?
Is it George Zimmerman? Is that?
He's the one that killed the coon, and then he was like laughing about it.
I'm thinking of Robert Zimmerman, Bob Dylan. How Floyd died will play a key role in the trial. Well, yeah, it well in a murder trial, won't it?
Yeah. When someone gets killed, cause of death generally is one of those things the investigators would like to find out, to ascertain how, why, when somebody died, and who done it.
Well, it's a good job this shit up journalist is on the case because it'll play a key role how George Floyd died.
Yeah.
He's absolutely fucking jokers.
I'm predicting no matter what happens, there will be riots, and boy, oh boy, is that going to be fun.
Yeah. Holding him down to the ground, face down, and putting your knee on the neck for that. Uncalled for. So how is it uncalled for when the bloke? Because wasn't he nearly in the car and then he fucking wriggled out and started wriggling along the floor?
How about the fact that you're dealing with an aggressive, unpredictable coon, and it's still frowned upon just to execute them in public, even though he was going to die anyway. And he didn't die there. He died when he was in the ambulance from a methamphetamine fentanyl overdose.
Yeah.
George Floyd murdered George Floyd. George Floyd, therefore, must be sentenced to death for the murder of George Floyd, seeing as we care so much about this fucking coon. Where is everybody else, then?
I'll be fair, Chauvin's lawyer seems to be doing a bang-up job. So they're talking about this Zimmerman fella. Floyd, a black man, died in police custody on May 25th last year. After Chauvin pinned his knee against Floyd's neck for more than 9 minutes.
He didn't pin his knee against his neck, he pinned it on his back.
Yeah.
So the journalist is lying.
Yeah.
I hope that journalist enjoys getting sued.
He's not lying. George Floyd died after the guy was on his back. But
yeah, but
he didn't die because the man was on his back.
No knee was placed on the neck, and the body cam footage shows that.
Yeah. In his cross-examination, Eric J. Knowles got Zimmerman to agree that cops are allowed to use whatever necessary when the officer is involved in a fight-for-life situation. A person who is handcuffed can still pose a threat, right, Nelson asked. I suppose, Zimmerman replied. What a fucking lying cunt. Can't even say yes, can he?
Well, this is the problem with the political kangaroo court. You're asking people yes-no questions, and like that fucking cunt nurse said, you don't understand my job. The judge didn't ask, what is your job? He said, yes or no. I forget what the question was, but the fact is, I'm trying not to pay attention to it because I know all it's going to do is raise my blood pressure. And he's a coon in a foreign country, why should I give a fuck about him?
Who else are they speaking to? Who's this Martin guy? An emotional interview, Christopher Martin described himself domino in Floyd's death. Telling ABC he had never checked the bill. If he had never checked the bill, none of this would have happened. On Wednesday, Martin testified how he watched Floyd's arrest. Outside of his former employer, Cut Foods, with disbelief and guilt. Not only might the contributing factor on the kind of big domino that fell, and now then small dominoes. No,
if I just...
George Floyd's criminality was the big domino that fucking fell.
If I just let this criminal coon get away with committing more crimes so he could have gone on to commit an even bigger crime, then none of this would have happened. I mean, I can understand him. It's just like, mate, why are you, like, doing all this stuff in my life? Just leave me alone. I'm just trying to... Look, he was a coon trying to buy a banana with a dodgy $20 bill. What was I supposed to do? Go, oh, thank you, Mr. Coon, for this dodgy $20 bill. Here's your banana, sir. Have a nice day.
Made to feel guilty. Well, he probably feels guilty of lynched or something, didn't he?
Well,
Martin also described Floyd as appearing high as he attempted.
High as a fucking kite, doing a monkey dance in the shop, which that footage has come out now. You've seen his monkey dance. His I'm high as fuck and I'm so high I'm gonna die dance.
That new footage also emerged showing Floyd flatlining in the back of an ambulance as a paramedic told the court dead when they arrived. He was in handcuffs. Officers were still on him when I approached. So the trial began last week and is expected to last 4 weeks. That's the latest from the George Floyd murder trial.
Where George Floyd murdered George Floyd. And Derek Chauvin was an innocent bystander. I mean, not that I really particularly like cops that much, but let's face it, Officer Chauvin was an innocent bystander, wrong time, wrong place.
Yeah. Do you want to watch the guy who found buried treasure in his back garden?
Is this like the episode of Beavis and Butthead called Beverly Butt Billies, where they think they've struck black gold, Texas tea, and what they in fact happen is they dug into a sewage line?
Looks like he's digging in his garden. He's found a box. Oh, what's in the box? What's in the box?
What in the back?
What's in the box?
What in the
As
back?
Brad Pitt would say. Look at that, look. Oh, is this buried treasure?
I'm searching for.
Yeah, get that out.
That's like Terrence and
Buried
Phillip.
treasure. Look at that, look.
Ah, the mummy's curse.
What's in there? Gold? Is there gold in there?
Well, it's not Texas tea, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I'm boosting his back garden. Dickhead.
Did he not know he had a septic system?
No, I don't think he did. Oh, I can imagine what that smells like. Oh dear. One person said, I think it wasn't treasure.
Yep. Whatever gave you that impression? Was it the fact that you've just dug into your septic tank? How could he not know he had a septic tank? Did he not? Did he not like wonder like? Oh, I don't. Honestly, some people. I'm not surprised.
What I do? Lamb golf girls on Instagram, hoping to rival Paige. Running from Nike Haley's run from to TV star Elise Doom thing single. So the girls of golf, I bet.
You want me to read Girls of Golf? Okay, I understood that bit.
No, I'm just putting the video up now.
Okay.
You can. We'll watch the video first.
Yeah.
Look at that, she's good, isn't she? Look at that. Look at that form. Look at that. She's a good golfer.
Titties.
Good golfer.
Titties.
Blimey. Well, I'm playing Eric golf. Would you have it?
Titties.
Boobies.
Bubbles.
Titties.
Milky. Milky.
Titties.
That's that. Do you want to read the story, Hobbit?
No. Don't ask
It's
me
one of the most lucrative sports you can play, so it's only fitting in a beautiful world. Fucking hell. She looks like one of them birds out of that video, don't she? What's it called?
Backdoor Sluts 9.
Destination Unknown.
Oh yeah.
I'm losing concentration now. Yeah, so basically this bird's called some Spiradak. Anyway.
Nice.
She does a golf tips page. So if anyone wants to brush up on their golf.
Oh, golf tips.
Blimey, Charlie. Jesus Christ. I think I might start getting into golf, lads.
I know someone that does golf.
Yeah.
I think it's part of his aspirational lifestyle choices.
Blow my nose. Yeah, she's proud to say she's a professional golfer. Blimey, Charlie. Well, thought I'd put. So, anyways, there's the glam. So, I've got some. Not. You're aware of the Kardashians, aren't you, Hobbit?
Oh yeah, I like the Cardassians. I think they're one of the more interesting races in Star Trek.
No, I'm not talking about Star Trek. I'm talking about Munters that Photoshop the fuck out of themselves.
I don't.
So here is Khloe Kardashian.
Oh, I've seen like. You remember when Kim Kardashian broke the internet and they were showing pictures of her bum, and then someone made a video of like a coffee machine and put like Kim Kardashian's bum on it. So when you press the button, what looks like diarrhea was coming out of her bum, and I thought that was incredibly funny. It's just this like.
There you go. There's a leaked Khloe Kardashian pic. What she actually looks like. Fucking hell.
So,
all of this, and there she is unedited. That's what it looks like. Look, there you go, unedited there.
is that like the Tess Holiday pictures in Cosmopolitan, and then when you see how fat she is in real life, you go, wow, Photoshop is incredible.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. Look at the difference between the two there, Hubbard.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. You can see why the marriages don't last long with these people, because they see them on the fucking telly and
Yeah, I mean, it's not as if you can say to trading standards like this is defective goods. It's not what was advertised on TV.
Yeah.
Well,
So if you look at this picture of Kylie Jenner, there's the picture of Kylie Jenner, and if you look in, you can see something very different.
Yes, quite.
Yeah. So there we go. That's the Kardashian news roundup.
Cardassian news, the Obsidian Order. Very good,
this
they
is
were.
one from our Swindonian correspondent.
Ah, Swindon. Where is everybody else? Is it just you and me now?
I think it's just you and me. I think everyone's fucked. Wait,
I'm making a coffee. So that's why.
That feels like a coffee.
Coffee.
Saudi Prince sells Cotswold. Oh, Phil, this is right up your street, mate. Saudi Prince sells Cotswold estate to King of Bahrain for. Shouldn't we be making some tax money off of this? I mean, some special tax money because it's one foreigner selling it to another foreigner.
Well, that'd be against the free market. You're not some sort of fucking anti-capitalist, are you?
Well, you know.
Yeah,
I like it when the government does lots of stuff. I like communism.
Yeah, I do as well. I love it when the government stops foreigners, so our land foreigners. Oh, fucking land, they should go out to Saudi debt. Fucking belongs to England.
Yeah, it doesn't belong to these Norman cunts. Fuck off, it belongs to us Britons.
Yeah, can't bet.
Yeah, fuck off Anglo-Saxons.
Oh fuck, it's Prince Bandar. You know who Prince Bandar is, don't you?
Bandai!
Prince Bandar is, isn't that, Bin Laden's dad?
Bandar!
Because they used to jokingly call, George Bush Bandar Bush, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. No, I think his dad is known as Bin Laden as well. They're all Bin Laden, so... Yeah. Well, is it Bandar Bin Laden, then?
He's been pushing up that basis for the past few years, hasn't he? Am I right?
Oh, yeah. He's been dead.
Because the Yanks absolutely shot him and just threw him over the side of...
You know the guy who had, like, a rare kidney disorder and he needed, like, frequent dialysis? So,
yeah.
Oh, bollocks.
So the sale includes 18th century Glimpton House, as well as 39 cottages, a Norman parish church, and 167 parkland on the plot, which is 3.5 miles from Woodstock, Oxfordshire, just an hour from Gloucester.
What, so he's bought Blenheim Palace?
Why would you use Gloucester? Why would you use Gloucester as the measurement of where Woodstock is of it?
I don't know. I mean,
you use Oxford, wouldn't you? The county town of Oxford.
Yeah, you say Woodstock. It's the town that's north of Oxford, where you find Blenheim Palace, where Sir Winston Churchill was at, and where you find actually no, his grave's in the village of Blaydon. If you ever want to go and pay a visit and pay your respects, etc.
Want to go and pee on it?
Yeah, if you're Horace or Mark Collett.
Yeah. Right, should we do some Dear Deirdre, because it's getting near the end now.
Oh,
if you want to do
my husband wants to fist me.
Or my partner has been doing the dirty on me with old fat.
Oh yeah, let's do that one first. So why is he cheating on me? Actually, that's the thing. Why did Prince Charles cheat on Princess Diana with Camilla Parker Bowles? I mean, talk about a downgrade. Yeah, it's just like a huge like horse-faced cunt.
So anyway, I bet she fucks like a good. She must do. I bet Diana don't I bet I'm actually not anymore. But I bet she didn't fuck. Alright, I reckon that's what it was.
I bet she was frigid. Probably frigid. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair,
Sack of potatoes in bed.
if your husband was Prince Charles, would you really feel like enamoured to that?
Probably just on the lesbian, to be honest.
Just lie back and think in the minute. Yeah, I mean that's all she was interested in. After all, wasn't she? She fucked her own sister over to fuck Charles anyway. That's how much of a piece of shit Diana was.
Yeah, she knew what she was getting into.
I'm gutted to look. My partner's been doing the dirty on me, but even more sick to picture him having his way with this older, fatter, uglier other woman.
Older, fatter, uglier, stronger. Do. Is that a Daft Punk song? Fatter, older, nastier, slaggier. Don't.
Fatter, older, fatter, uglier. Do. I found out about his repulsive secret because when he finally called on it, I think this was one on this floor and sent me intimate shots of him in her bedroom. Plenty of these were clearly taken during sex sessions. I've known about the for 6 months, but it still turns my stomach. I want to forgive him, but I'm struggling. I'm 31, my man's 35, we have daughters aged 6 to 1. When I first confronted him, he admitted they had sex but only the once. Unfortunately for him, I could see over the pictures. She'd sent me there, did it over and over again. I'm furious he was unfaithful, but why did he have to go with someone so gross? I take a lot of care of my appearance, and I think I'm in good shape. Since I found out about my partner's dirty double life, I won't let him as much put hands on me. To be honest, since our youngest was born, we haven't had much action in the bedroom. I haven't had the
Well, there
energy
you
or
fucking
interest
go
to
then. Maybe that's why. So. Why is he going with someone uglier than you? Because she put out and you wouldn't.
You'll be that bitch. That's what.
Yeah, you'd be a fucking bitch. And she probably does a slap at fucking English, doesn't she? Or something? But she's probably looking after him, isn't she?
Yeah.
Maybe she gives him a kiss and a cuddle afterwards and makes him feel like, he's appreciated and loved.
Yeah.
Look, looking women are fucking knobheads. They're fucking knobheads, honestly. Way better having a fat slag. Fat slag will give you a better.
Oh, not according to Geralt. Yeah. Apparently the fat slag's got a sense of entitlement because that's who everybody chases after.
I found one from Brutus's Imaginary Misses. My husband watches teen porn and it's been putting a strain on our marriage.
Teen
porn? That is creepy. Like, admittedly, there is something wrong with our society where a lot of people...
Let me just, before you go off, Phil, let me just read the first... What bothers me now is I found he's been watching teen porn. Apparently they're all 18 or 19. He is a 56-year-old man.
Brutus.
And he has 2 daughters.
Ah.
Yeah, it's pedo. That's a pedo loophole. Yeah.
Pedo-geddon!
Barely legal. You know he's watching Barely Legal, don't you?
Pedo-geddon! The British Isles should be renamed the Pedo-Files.
Here's one from Charlie's. Here's one from Charlie's missus. My husband was the bringing dressing. My husband's cross-dressing. He's such a... We've been married for 12 years, but I knew about it from... I was okay with it. But as time has gone on, he's now 40 while I'm 39. He's wanting to dress him in his clothes more and more. I feel like it's taking over our marriage. He's asked my permission, but now to get involved, I feel he's pushing it on me. He's even asked if he can dress as a woman with lacy bra and full makeup when we have sex. I love him, but he doesn't do anything for me. Quite the opposite, in fact. I feel like I'm losing my husband. I don't want to offend it. I don't want to be transphobic. I don't want to offend him, but I'd also rather he kept me out of it.
Well, yeah, because if you're transphobic, you'll get castigated.
Yeah. I found the one from Brutus here. Dear Deirdre, I went on dates with a gorgeous sex worker. Could we have a future together? This sounds. While I was cruising, was it adult work?
That's the one.
Yeah. Dear Deirdre, a gorgeous sex worker has got under my skin. Restrictions relaxed. I'm torn over what our next would be. What a fucking idiot. What a fucking bellend.
These people don't actually. I mean, you say what a bellend, but these people don't actually exist. I mean, it's just the fucking writer of the Sun.
Oh, I think they do.
No.
They're based on the true story.
Based, yeah.
Have you ever been on?
Based on alright.
Listen, have you ever been on like Chatterbait or like these websites where women are fucking talking to you when you're trying to wank off to them? Well, anyway, there's always Simpson there trying to be friends with them. Stop trying to be friends with them. What are you doing?
Well, I suppose, like, if you're having a wank and they've made you come, you could say thank you.
Fuck that. You say, get your tits out, don't talk to them, don't be friends with them while other people are busy trying to have a wank. You need to be considerate of other people having a wank while you're talking to some bitch.
Oh, so it's not just you looking at them, it's more than one, but... Yeah, okay, in which case it's just like you're wanking over a whore doing a show. That's fine, you know, it's just...
Stop talking to it.
As long as you understand what you're doing is, you know, you're just like, here's a whore doing a private show.
She's just... What was she just doing her thing, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah, it's wrong, it's immoral. But, yeah, that's where it is. That's why we need ban porn. We need ban porn because fucking... It's degenerate. I'm not gonna fucking do it on my own. We need fucking get it done, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I hope 5 Live is not listening in, Phil, the Kuma. He'll be fucking posting an angry comment again.
We all have a fucking wank. Stop lying. Yeah. Right, the thing is, it needs to be illegal. I fucking do it.
Well, which bit's by a rate up in, but it said Sims, Phil, and what didn't comment.
Oh, that he's on about the fat bird thing. I don't want a fucking fat bird, but it is true. Like, there's like a trade-off between a fit bird who's a fucking massive bitch, yeah, or a fat bird who's sound. You have to find that middle ground. Find the middle ground.
Yeah. Where she's a little bit chubby, not too bitchy, but just enough where she'll stick a finger in your bum and then give you a cuddle afterwards.
Right.
Yeah.
As Mike Skinner would put it, fit but you know it. They're fucking trouble. They're a pain in the ass.
They are, yeah.
Well, especially if they don't clip their nails when sticking it in.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
The old fingernail up the arse, fucking worst thing going now.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew this girl, and she had like
especially in today's society where they've got all this fucking attention on me.
I knew this girl, and she had a piercing in her tongue, and I said, "Why did you get this?" She said, "Makes blowjobs better." It's like, you know, when I'm having a wank, I don't think the way I can make this better is if I have like a biro in my fist jabbing my Jap's eye. That's never occurred to me.
So another thing as well with fit birds. Everyone's trying to fuck your bird all the time.
Yeah.
And it's fucking enough. Have to fight people. To deal with shit all the fucking time. This keeps happening all the time with Andrea. It's like, for fuck's sake. Fuck off. Yeah. Like, you have to deal with the people trying to be friends with your missus. What? Like, I'm just a friend. You're not a fucking friend. What's going on here, you fucking simp? Fuck off. Right.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, some of these lads need to. Some of these lads need to get. It's like all these, you know, long list of what I want from a woman. Exactly 5'9", got shoulder length, blonde hair, blue eyes, walks through cornfields, wears summer dresses.
IQ of 90 to 95.
And if they meet a woman that is like 8 out of 10 of their fucking wish list, they're like, yeah, she's a fucking dog. These lads are. They don't.
It's just,
yeah.
I think it through properly. It's not all about fucking Luke's. There's more to it than that.
Fucking Luke's at it.
Yeah, a boobs then. That's why I told you.
It's got to fucking Luke.
Oh, Mike says some Asda worker girls fit that. I don't know what that means.
Some Asda worker girls fit that film. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they. You know, ultimately, what it comes down to is, don't go for a proper fit beard because they're going to be a dickhead. It's just the law. And if you go for a 9 out of 10, she's going to be a fucking knobhead. Honestly, it's going to be too much work for you. Go for a 7. Go for a 7. You'll do it with 7. Be a bit.
Yeah, and you get, you get a 9, and you can't sit around bags on a Saturday morning, can you? You know, you're always going to be on edge. You're always going to be. Summer goes, you can. What's going on, aren't you?
Always going shopping. There's always so like the 9 out of 10s. They've got like a mint social life, so you're always being dragged into fucking bullshit. Like, this is a new party. And, oh, fuck off. I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm staying home. It's like 7 out of 10. She won't do all that shit. She'll be a rate. Go for a 7. Don't go for a 10. And it is a waste of time. It's a fucking waste of time.
Should you do Hemmy's tactics? You know, always aim higher, because if you go for a 10, maybe you'll get a 7. But if you go for a 7, maybe you'll end up with a 3.
I agree with that. Aim for a 10, but expect if you get a 10, she'll be a fucking bitch. Well, that's my experience. Like, I've had a few, like, listen, right? Ain't bragging or anything, but fucking hell, some of the birds out have been rates, like, but they've all been dickheads. Andrea was great. She was a fucking 9. She was a fucking bitch. And there was that Leanne bitch. That pissed me off because Leanne was about a 7. She was a dickhead then. And then as she got older, she is a supermodel now. And then I tried getting back out with her. She told me fuck off, and I was like, yeah, fair enough. But whatever. But get a 7. Get a 7.
Yeah, but Ray shared a video with me called "Marrying Ugly" something. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, those kind of what they do is they carry on riding the cock carousel till they get fucking bored of it. And well, not until they get bored of it, until their looks fade and the colours on.
Yeah, it's always the cheap.
I mean, what you want is a nice young girl who's like a little bit homely, and wants to settle, and because they want to settle down, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Well, if they're sensible, they want to settle down. Deluded ones just want to be a whore.
That looks like DLE, boss-eyed, fat. That's what you want.
You can force them to settle down as well by being a dickhead. So, okay, let's go outside. You want to fucking socialise with me? Let's go. Crack on. We'll do this every fucking weekend. And eventually they'll want to settle down because you're a knobhead.
I guarantee I will shit myself at any public occurrence if I'm dissatisfied.
Okay.
And I will say, dear Mrs., I have shit myself. You must now accompany me to the toilet to clean me up.
Jerry Nadler.
You assert dominance. That's what Jerry Nadler was doing to Nancy Pelosi. It's just like, oh, you know what? I'm bored of this. I'm just going to shit myself now. Fuck you, Nancy.
Said, ask Toppy if she's boss and fat or boss-eyed and fat now. Is she boss and fat? Boss-eyed and fat, Toppy? Yeah, Toppy was hiding it from everybody that she's boss-eyed and fat.
She cooked a good dinner though. Like this is one I want fat pizza. Yeah. Like good fucking Sunday roast. Right.
Yeah.
Oh. Don't worry. These fucking supermodels. What are you gonna get? A fucking Caesar salad.
Not even that. Oh no, Caesar salad. That's got cheese in it. No, you're going to get some steamed fish and a couple of lettuce leaves if you're lucky.
Yeah,
the NHS loves DOA. Her eyes are always listening. Even Christian got a girlfriend for a short time before he literally shit the bed.
Get in the bed's a chat move.
Yeah. That's what Amber Heard did. That's what Amber Heard did. I respect the fuck out of. You know, Johnny Depp missed her birthday, so she shit in his bed as Chad.
Yeah, that's what you do, shit the bed. A real
loved her.
A real woman will clean your shit up for you. She won't clean your shitty yours. She even
Oh.
Yeah, she ain't no good for you.
So you're justified after you shit the bed and she leaves you go, you wasn't right. You wasn't right one for me.
Yeah. She didn't deserve you, Phil.
You deserve me.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so this is the advice. If you want a banging 8 out of 10 beard, right?
She won't wipe your ass.
Get yourself, hit the bed, embarrass her in public.
Chippy, friend of Frithwolf said he picked an ugly woman, so no one. I think Jimmy Cricket's mum said a similar thing. She said always marry an ugly girl, because if you marry a pretty girl and she runs, you'll be heartbroken. If you marry an ugly girl, she runs off. Who cares?
Grateful boys, aren't you? Like, fucking hell, I was thinking, kind of happy in all fairness.
Yeah.
That was wicked.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, wicked. Sorted. I'm glad she comes up.
It's like Mickey Flanagan used to say, isn't it? It's like, do you want the slightly insane bird with a really good sex, or do you want the nice bird that's going to make you a nice sandwich?
Yeah, I'm going to go for the latter on that one.
Yeah.
I've had my fill of crazy girls. I don't need to wake up to a cock. I don't need to wake up to a knife being pointed at my penis.
Waking up and just.
To a cock, don't you,
No. I mean, that's a special kind of.
I mean,
crazy.
that's
When you
your
wake up and just
favourite Judge Dredd song, isn't it, Scuggy? Up with the cock. Up with the cock. Up with the cock.
Up with the cock at 6 o'clock.
Up with the cock. She's so hard. She's so hard. Oh, I forget the rest of the lyrics to it, but yeah.
No, it's about working on the farm and
That's it.
Pulling on a tit, pulling on a tit. Yeah, I haven't heard that song yet.
Up with the cock.
I think that's so funny that I think that's his based on Judge Dredd his name came.
Yeah, and I started listening to it, and I was thinking to myself, what's this got to do with Judge? How could they be listening to Judge Dredd and thinking, well, you know what, that'd be a cool name for this, like, super fascist policeman executioner. Up with the cock. 6 o'clock.
Just to flex on Phil, I'm going to play a bit more comfortably low and say night, everybody.
Nah, so I gotta sit until morning, pal.
Not if you can hear me. It's the red.
Fuck is going on?
I don't know. It sounds like music, but due to copyright reasons, it's not music at all, and that's why I'm just going to continue talking now, because we have come to the end of JDLE. You're welcome to the... And that was the doxing of Hemmy. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learnt a lot. Ian's got a lot of explaining to do, but I think he explained himself quite nicely. Oh, okay, that chest is just flown out, and I don't understand why it would do that. Let's put that back in there. And yeah, I think I'll be finished soon. I think everything's tidy. All the giblets have been put away. Let's just do a final sweep. See.
Do I sound normal now, Hobbit?
No, you still sound garbled, but... there's something here. What's here that's dirty?
How about now?
Yeah, carry on talking.
Hello. Do I sound normal now?
Hello?
Knees are good.
Yeah, you didn't play that song.
What?
The Lebanese a good song. Got anyone got any Veras? Lovely. Yeah.
I come back now, you finished.
Right, David, mate. Got me. You got me.
Ah, that's what I missed. There we go. Got one more little giblet. What's your opinion on that? If the fit birds are cunts and the ugly birds are nice?
I don't know, it did remind me of something. It's interesting to get a male perspective on things. right, you know I'm widowed, but when I was young,
Would you like me to change that?
I thought you swung the other way.
I mean, no. Stop listening to these rumours. Fuming.
He used to actually hide my makeup bag continually. At first I didn't cotton on, and then I'd have to go out and buy new makeup again. But it comes back to what you were just saying. And eventually he did own up to it and said that he didn't want me to look nice.
Oof. What a bastard.
To be fair, though, I don't...
Oh.
Ah.
Are you still?
I'm not saying anything. That would be vain to say I think I'm a 10 or whatever, wouldn't it?
Will you go out with my mate Scuggy? Because I heard he bats for both Lancashire and Yorkshire.
Excuse me? What did you mean by this?
I'm saying that you're single ready to mingle, as is Daisy. You could get in there, lad.
Well, are they true or not?
No! These files slander. I don't know. Where did it start? Human.
Maybe it was all that time. Just assume he got a loose twig.
Well, no, if you got it loose, then you wouldn't be spending a long time doing a poo. You just get over and done with very quickly.
Come on, like a waterfall.
Yeah, so he's got a very tight arse. Ah, Hemmy BTFO'd.
I'm glad someone recognises.
I'm not straight, I'm constantly constipated. I can't even shit.
I've heard weird stories of fellas that are like, I don't want to be gay, so I'm not going to wipe my ass.
We're nappy, that.
But that's what niggers do.
Yeah. Have you not had that conversation? Like, I wanted to wipe my ass because that's a happy day for me. Not had that conversation. Not
Volume here.
There's
somewhere.
something here.
yeah, if you right click on yourself,
Pretty mother crap.
Right, where's this little bit of dirt?
Oh no, I just muted myself.
Oopsie doopsies.
Oh, I can't find it. It's a bit quiet to what it was earlier.
Oh yeah, Hemmy's volume's gone down.
Yeah,
Oh, Asian, Hobbit, you know Asian, who did a trip to the moon?
Yeah.
Got a full album, hasn't he?
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I mean, it was a free parter. I thought it was an EP.
Got a full album, I'll put it in the back and Jubilee pad for you. Potato, fuck off.
Cheers.
So have you been doing your usual streams on D-Live then?
Not really, no,
Phil.
I haven't done any streams. I've just been shit.
Oh, right.
I'll do a stream on Friday when I'm pissed off, but then just back to
What, on YouTube?
on DLI, I'll be fucking wild.
All right. No, D-Live really doesn't like me. It just constantly buffers.
Yeah, same here.
I'm banned on YouTube till Friday morning, so
Yeah.
I think I need to double check.
Right, there's something there then. I want to make sure this place is spotless.
Did appeal, but they told me fuck off. They They did say it like that. 4 days left, I'm not sure what's that. Yeah, Saturday morning. Say I'll be asleep, but I didn't go to sleep when I'm pissed, you know. When I'm pissed off, I stay up. I can't go to sleep.
Yeah, I have the same thing as well.
That was a lie, actually. Like, on multiple occasions, I've fallen asleep on this. So that's...
Well, you get like a second wind, don't you?
Yeah.
I must be done by now. I'm pretty sure this place is done. Okay, so if I'm done, where do I just... Attention. Please swipe your card and pull the crank. Do not put gum around the device. Any orbital we bump for us.
Do you like FX Twin, Daisy?
Sorry?
Like FX Twin?
I'm not sure who they are. So, I don't know. I may have heard, I don't know.
Okay, so let's see, how did I do? Demoted. So, you return to your office after doing the barest minimum asked of you. You know you've gotten some... So, I was demoted. What, did I miss a spot? I'm pretty sure I didn't miss a spot, but... Oh, well, that's me done, so thanks for watching. Now fuck off. Okay, there we go.
Oh, are you